What's going on, everybody? This is the Austinator here, back again with another live stream. And today I figured, what's something different that we can do? I figured that we could talk wrestling tonight. You want to know why? Because wrestling is actually a passion of mine. And I figured that tonight, instead of talking about superheroes and I'm sorry about that, everybody. I'm working. I had the stream up there just to make sure, so I could check in on the chat. I see Kavari's here. We got Anzo. We got Sour, Deshaun. We got EJ. It's your boy. What's going on, everybody? Give me one quick second. I'm gonna pull up a tier list here for me to do, because I figured today we can just talk about wrestling and everything in between. And also we're gonna do some bracket fights afterwards. So if you know a lot, so whoever's watching this right now, who actually knows their wrestling, who knows their stuff? Ooh, we got Shifty in the house. What's up, Shifty? I see you in the chat. Man, we got Shifty in the house. We got Deshaun, what's going on, guys? How you all doing tonight? Emma's here. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're not going to be talking New Japan tonight, even though I want to talk about it. We're going to talk about WWE for right now, because I think that's what most people know, and that's stuff that I usually watch. You know what? I'm going to post a link in the chat if anybody wants to come in and they want to come in. I want to hear some peeps' opinions on stuff. If you guys want to talk some wrestling here, we can do that. We're only talking exclusively wrestling tonight. So if you guys want to hear me just ramble on and on about wrestling, or if you guys want me to join in, or you guys want to join in and talk with us, man, you guys go right ahead. We are definitely going to have some fun here today, I would hope. If you guys want to have fun, just watch my stuff. You guys are always welcome to do so. Man, this is going to be some great stuff. That's perfectly fine, Emma. I'm basically going to be everybody's teacher. If you guys don't know a lot of wrestling, I'm going to share my screen here, and then we're going to basically get started with the tier list. If anybody wants to jump in, I sent the link in the chat. Let's see here. See, look at that. We got the tier list here, and then we got these lists of these guys here. If you guys don't know them, I will let you know who they are. We got S tier. We got A, B, C, and D. D being the worst, and then S being the greatest, and then we got Deshaun here.
What's up, everyone?
What up, Deshaun? Now, you're a wrestling fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I figured that since we got two people who know their stuff, I figured that we could do this tier list together and see, where we would put certain wrestlers, and we'll talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one we have is AJ Styles. Now, fun fact, actually, AJ Styles won his first WWE championship on my birthday.
Oh.
And I want to start by saying that AJ Styles, I never would have thought would have won the WWE title, let alone twice. The guy came from TNA, New Japan. He is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And with AJ, I feel like with both title reigns, I think he did an excellent job with both.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with AJ, as far as a champion, as far as storylines, he has done absolutely fantastic with both.
Yep.
He won the title the first time from Dean Ambrose. Then he had the feud with Dean Ambrose and James Ellsworth, and then he fought John Cena in a great match.
Oh yeah.
And then you have his second run, which I believe he was probably one of the longest reigning SmackDown champions of all time.
Mm-hmm.
His matches were of great quality. I think he's an S tier.
I put him in the A tier. You know, he did have like his second way. He did have like a known title reign. And also he has some great matches with Kevo, Sami Zayn, even Shinsuke Nakamura. I would put it in the A tier. But you know, his title reign got bored a little bit. But I think we put it in A tier because his first reign was good, his second reign was great.
All right, you know what? I agree. You know what? We'll put him in A.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put him in A. Well, we'll see, Kavari. I want to talk exclusively more about wrestling tonight because I kind of want to get away from like the superhero stuff for tonight. Because again, wrestling something I really want to talk about, and it's kind of hard for me to do that when we always talk about superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Alberto Del Rio. Now Del Rio was. My thing is with Del Rio is that he's not a bad wrestler, but the reign was very not good.
Del Rio, you know, he have his title reign kind of suck. To be honest, no, only his two title reigns suck. One down he knocked with John Cena at Night of Champion. Second, he lost to CM Punk at Survivor Series. But his title reigns suck. So I would put it C. It's not that bad, but I would put it C.
Yeah, his runs weren't great, but his reigns were okay. Like I would say they're okay. Like they don't hurt anything. Like Del Rio's not a bad wrestler overall, but his reigns were very short. And even when like even his second run, which was longer, he didn't do much with it. Like he retained the title once. He didn't really impress me. I'm going with C.
Mm-hmm.
And next we have Batista's WWE title reign in 2010. And his title reign, his 2010 title reign was, the thing is with Batista, I think his heel run in 2010 was fantastic, but his title reign, he was basically a transitional champion, meaning that he won the title to just drop it right back. I don't think he was the worst champion ever, but his reign, I would put in C.
I would put it at B because the heel stuff he did. The first reign he got injured, I think, and his second reign was good. It's not that great, but I would put it at B because the heel one was great.
I think
I put it at B.
I think with Batista, because it's basically 2010 to 2020, so we have to base Batista's run just off 2010. And I'll put him in B. I don't think he was. I'll agree he's better than Del Rio, but I do feel like his reign could have been longer.
Oh yeah.
Next up we have Bray Wyatt. Now with Bray Wyatt, that's kind of something where it's kind of sad because Bray Wyatt finally won the title, and then just a few weeks later, he drops it to Randy Orton. And his run, it's kind of on the same level of Del Rio's, where I don't find his reign to be bad, but his reign, like, he did nothing. So, other than that triple threat match with Cena and AJ, he did nothing with the title, and it felt kind of just average. He did nothing with it.
Bray Wyatt. Oh man, I don't want to do that to Bray, but I had to put a D. I don't remember him weighing that much. Only that triple threat match with AJ Styles and John Cena, and he knocked the title to win it at WrestleMania. But he should have been a longer title. He should have a longer title when he did that.
I agree with that, but I think we'll just keep him in C. I don't think he's worse than Del Rio, but I do feel like he's on the same level in a sense where they both did nothing with the title, and I feel like it could have just been better.
Okay.
Next up, we have Brock Lesnar's title reigns 2015 through 2019, and my thing is with Brock Lesnar is that his 2015 reign, I actually thought was good because or 2014 to 2015. I think that reign was fantastic because it made the title feel like a title. It felt very prestigious, and I thought the title during that time looked great. Because Brock, yeah, the part-time stuff, I can understand people hating, but Brock Lesnar is an attraction. And because it was put on an attraction, Brock Lesnar was probably, it made the title look prestigious again. And I thought that Brock Lesnar's matches during that time were great, especially his matches with John Cena, where he squashed him to win the title. And then you had the awesome triple threat match with Seth Rollins and John Cena at the Royal Rumble. And then he dropped the title to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania because Seth Rollins cashed in, which we'll get to later on. And then Brock does not become WWE champion again until 2019, where he squashed Kofi Kingston in, I think it was like 10 seconds, somewhere around there.
7 seconds. It was 7 seconds.
7 seconds. And then he fought Cain Velasquez, and then he had that great match with Daniel Bryan before dropping the title to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. I think just by that reasons alone, I actually have to put Brock at an A.
Oh, I would put Brock Lesnar at A too. He his first reign, he made the title look prestigious again. His second reign, I like his second reign. He feel with Rey Mysterio and Drew McIntyre. I did what mad how he defeat Kofi Kingston in 7 seconds. But besides that, I would put him at A.
I agree. And next up, we have CM Punk. Now, what is there to say here? CM Punk is probably the greatest WWE champion of all time. 434 days as the champion. CM Punk beat Alberto Del Rio at Survivor Series and then went as champion for over a year.
Yes.
And everything he did throughout this time was fantastic. He had a triple threat match with Del Rio and The Miz at TLC. Then you had the Ziggler feud, and then he feuded with Jericho, and then he fought Daniel Bryan, turned heel, and then he fought John Cena, which I thought his match with Cena was great. And then the Ryback stuff was bad, and I do feel like his title reign should have ended. I feel like it should have ended at WrestleMania. I would have preferred that. But CM Punk was absolutely tremendous, and I think CM Punk's an S tier.
You had to put CM Punk in S tier. His title reign was great. I mean, the feud with Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and yes, the Ryback stuff was kind of bad, but that title reign was so good, man. So prestigious. I would put it in S tier.
Just gotta give me a second. He's an S tier. Like he's next up is Daniel Bryan. Now, with Daniel Bryan, it's very kind of mixed because his first 2 runs barely last a day because of the authority stuff. The moment at WrestleMania 30 where he won the title in the triple threat match where earlier in the night he faced Triple H, I think to me that was one of the best stories that WWE crafted, and the moment was fantastic. But his reign only lasted, like, I would say over a month because he ended up getting hurt, and then he had to vacate the title. And then his most recent title run was he won it in 2018 when he turned heel against AJ Styles, and then I thought his heel run was fantastic. And I think he's in B tier. I think he can be in higher, but I think he needs a one babyface run to really get me to put him higher.
I would put him B tier as well. You know, his first reign he lost to Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Second reign, well, he kind of vacated. His third reign, you know, that WrestleMania moment was great, but his title reign was unforgivable. In the last title reign he had was great, but I will put him at a B tier.
Yeah, because I feel like with Daniel Bryan, I think he needs one babyface run to put him higher, but otherwise, I think he's done a great job with the title.
Mm-hmm.
And next up is Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is, again, a very, very interesting. We got LDG in the house. It's your boy, Nicholas. Everybody, what's going on? I'm going to read the chat. We're just focusing more on this tier list. I sent the link out in the chat, so if you guys want to go pop in, you guys are more than welcome to do so. I think I put the link in the chat.
You did.
It's your boy's like, is it best to worst? It's more like best to worst, yeah. But with Dean Ambrose, the biggest problem with his run was that it came way too late. Because by this point, no one cared about Dean Ambrose. I felt Dean Ambrose by this point became way too cartoony. Now, when he cashed in against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, that to me was great storytelling because Dean Ambrose was basically screwed out of the title so many times. So to finally get it, it was a good moment, but at the same time, he really didn't have that great of a title run. I felt the triple threat match with the Shield was great, but it felt like it should have been a WrestleMania main event. And then you have the feud with Ziggler, to me, was just boring. I thought the match at SummerSlam wasn't great. And then finally, when he lost it to AJ Styles, I'm like, that was probably the only way they could go with it. But I'm going to have to I'll put Dean Ambrose at a C. I think Dean Ambrose wasn't that great of a champion. To me, it just came way too late. What say you guys?
Dean Ambrose, yes, he did win the title late, but I would put it, see, he did have a great match with the triple threat match with Roman Reigns and Raw at Battleground. And yeah, the Dark Silver feud was boring, but I still would put a C because only why he lost the title because that broadcast with Stone Cold with that broadcast was pretty bad. So I would put a C. He wasn't that good, but he didn't work that bad either.
What say you, Nicholas? Nicholas, welcome. I apologize for not welcoming you till now. What do you think? Do you think Dean Ambrose is in C, or do you think he should be higher? I can't hear you, Nicholas. Still not hearing. Hang on. Let me see if it's on my end.
I can't hear him either.
All right, Nicholas, can you try to speak? Oh, now try. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Deshaun, speak.
Hello?
All right, so I can hear Deshaun. Nicholas, I would maybe try to fix your mic up. Because I think that might be what's going on, I think. But I think as of right now, Dean Ambrose is in C. Nicholas, is your mic fixed or Yeah, I still can't hear you. All right, Nicholas left, so I think he went to go fix his mic. So while we're waiting for him, let's get on with the next one. Jinder Mahal. He is undeniably the worst WWE champion of all time. Do I even need to continue explaining on why I think he's the worst WWE champion of all time. His matches were exactly the same. He was very boring on the mic. I didn't care for anything he did. He buried Shinsuke Nakamura at SummerSlam. Unforgivable D tier.
Yeah, I gotta put you in my hard D. He was bad. You know, he feud with Randy Orton was bad. Shinsuke, he technically buried Shinsuke. And only good day that came out of title reign will AJ Styles beat him for the title.
I absolutely agree with that. Nicholas, is your mic fixed? I still can't hear you, Nicholas.
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
Can you try speaking into the mic, Nicholas? I'm just trying to. I'm trying to make sure like the audio is good. No, I'm still not getting anything, Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas, I'm not getting anything from you right now.
Yeah.
It's still nothing, Nicholas. Hang on, let me see here. Yeah, no, I'm not getting anything. Here, let me see. Because I'm trying to see if I can adjust your mic through my stuff. So let's see. Here, can you try to speak now? No, that didn't work. Oh boy. Hang on, I think I thought I was hearing something. Can you maybe speak again? No, I'm still not getting anything.
Yeah, I can't even hear him either.
Here, Nicholas, go fix your mic. We'll continue doing the tier list, and then once you fix your mic, and then we'll get things going. So next up we have John Cena. Now, as far as John Cena is concerned, for me, I think John Cena is, because we're going by 2010 to 2020. I think John Cena is very overrated when it comes to wrestling in general. I don't think he is the greatest wrestler of all time that people make him out to be. I will say though, yes, as a champion, he was very marketable, but he buried a lot of people. Like when we're talking about his title reigns, he buried a shit ton of people. He buried, he buried The Miz. He buried Batista, Ryback. He even buried CM Punk to an extent. He buried all the younger guys. R-Truth. He buried R-Truth. Remember when R-Truth was?
Yep, I remember that. Yep. Capital punishment. My gosh.
They buried first they buried R-Truth, they buried Ryback, then you have him bury guys like Alberto Del Rio, even though he should have been buried. He even buried a bunch of people in a ladder match. How is that even possible? And he even buried Batista. This is hard because he's not an S tier. He's not the greatest of all time. I could go A or B, but I can't go any farther than A or B because he did so like he drove everybody away because of this whole John Cena stuff.
I would put John Cena at A. And yes, he did bury a lot of people. But I'm going by the title range, so I would put it at A.
Fair enough. I would put him at A too. Nicholas, how's your mic? Try to say, can you maybe try to say something in the mic here? Here, tell me in the here, if you can find the private chat here, just tell me in the private chat, like if there's anything going on with your mic, and if there's something that's got to be something going on there. Yeah, the private chat should be, because are you using it on your phone, Nicholas?
I think it is.
Try turning up the volume on your phone, because I think that might be what's going on.
Hold on, I'm about to try something.
All right, yeah, shoot.
Hold on.
I know, everybody. I apologize. We're trying to get Nicholas's stuff situated. Nicholas, do you have earbuds or headphones of any kind? If you do, I would try to plug them in and then see if that works. We got Deshaun here again.
Hi. Hold on. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, it's very echoey.
I don't know what's going on. Wait, fixing mic. I try to put in my phone and cut my volume down, see if that's the problem, but I don't think that's the problem.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out like if it's anything on my end or if it's any like because I don't know why the audio just isn't going through. Here, let me see if I can. Here, let me see here. All right, Nicholas, can you maybe try to speak in the microphone here? Oh, it's on your end, Nicholas? So what do you have now? If you can you answer in the private chat, Nicholas? Do you have earbuds? Because if you do have earbuds, again, I would probably recommend to grab them. Here, try Nicholas. I would say to leave the stream and then go grab some earbuds, and then I will put you back in once you get that situated. So I will. So I will see you when you get back on, my friend. Oh, that was probably a better idea. I'm gonna let Nicholas get his stuff fixed first, and then we'll. But we got to keep going here because I apologize, everybody. We were trying to get his stuff fixed.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Kofi Kingston. Now, with Kofi Kingston, I think Kofi Kingston's just path to the title felt like Daniel Bryan in a way, but it felt very, very like it felt smooth because Kofi's title run felt just the path to the title and then getting into it. All right, Nicholas, speak.
Oh, I still can't hear you.
Yeah, Nicholas, I can't hear you. Did you grab earbuds? All right, I think he did. Yeah, I'm still not getting anything here. Well, Emma actually had a suggestion. Just have you comment. So like maybe in the private chat, tell us what you think, and then we'll echo it out.
Mm-hmm.
If that works a little better. Because we do have to keep going with the stream, Nicholas, because I only have like so much time right now. So if you can, just say in the private chat what you think about each, and then we'll just keep going. All right. So Kofi Kingston, I think Kofi is one of those guys where, like Daniel Bryan, I feel like his path to the title made sense. He's been with the company for a long time, held so many titles, and he never won the big one until WrestleMania, where he beat Daniel Bryan. I think he was, I would say his title reign was good, but I feel like his title reign was definitely, it could have been better, I would say. I think my biggest problem with his title reign was that it went a little too long for my liking. I think he should have lost the title to Randy Orton or something like that. But I would say Kofi Kingston is probably I would say he was an A. I would say. I think it was just my biggest issue was it was too long.
I would put it at A2. You know, his title reign was really good. I gotta say that he defended the title a lot of time. Remember that on Stratton, he defended the title against Sami Zayn and AJ Styles. That was a really good match. His Kevin Overfield was okay. His Dolph Ziggler feud was good, and his Randy Orton feud were good. And I forgot about Samoa Joe when he faced Samoa Joe. I forgot about that. But I would put him at A2.
At this point, everybody forgets about Samoa Joe, which is sad.
Yeah, that's like very sad, man.
And Nicholas says put Kofi at an A. You know what? Good taste, Nicholas. Good choice. Next up, we have The Miz from 2010. This was one of those things where I think The Miz was not ready to be the champion. I think if he was the champion right now, I would say he'd probably be an A or S tier. But his first title reign sucked. He was not that great as a wrestler at that time. He was not as good. But The Miz was not that impressive at this point in his career. He was still kind of new. I wouldn't say he's new. I would say he had a few title reigns. here. Like he was U.S. champion for a bit, and then he won the Money in the Bank. Like he's a good heel. He's a good talker, but he was not ready to be the champion. And he main evented WrestleMania, the worst WrestleMania. So I guess you could tell where the main event of WrestleMania went down. It was one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. I gotta put him as right now. I think his first title reign's in D. I think he's just as bad as Jinder Mahal. I don't think he's the worst champion, but as of right now, he's probably the same level.
I would put it at D where he won the title too early. If he won the title in 2016, man, he would be on A or S. But his title reign sucked. That Randy Orton feud he had was not that good at JNR feud. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. And that John Cena feud, that when he main event WrestleMania, I think one of the second worst WrestleMania of all time. Man, the mid I had put on D. He a great Michael, but he won the title too early, man. I gotta put it at D.
And I think Nicholas put him at a D as well. He said in the private chat he put him at a D, so we're gonna put him at D as well. And next up is Randy Orton. Now it's not like John Cena where I actually feel like John Cena is overrated. I think Randy Orton is better than John Cena in every single aspect. He's better on the mic, better in the ring. I think Randy Orton looks like a champion. He actually carries that title and it makes the title look prestigious, not a guy in jorts. I think now, yeah, you can say the same thing about Randy Orton, that he buried talent like John Cena did. But Randy Orton, to me, is one of those guys where it makes sense. He is one of those examples of he's a champion that does champion-like things. He carries himself like a champion. I think to me he's an S tier. I think everything from 2010 to 2020, I think Randy Orton is single-handedly one of the best WWE champions, and I would even say he's the greatest of all time, just by everything he's done from just 2010 to 2020. He's done absolutely fantastic. His feuds with Sheamus, like, were kind of hit and miss. I could agree with that. And then when he won the title in 2013, and then like with his run with the Authority, that was good. I like the stuff and then he recently won the title back from Drew McIntyre, and I think Randy Orton's S tier.
I would put Randy Orton at S tier. Well, he make the title look prestigious, and the feud with Daniel Bryan was great. His Sheamus though was okay, and his Jinder Mahal feud, I don't want to talk about that one. But I would put Randy Orton at C because he made the title look prestigious.
I agree, and I think Nicholas put in the private chat, let's put him in S. So why not do that?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put him at S tier. And next up is Rey Mysterio. This is just sad. This is depressing, man. Because I think as probably the best little guys, Rey Mysterio is one of them. But I have to put Rey Mysterio at D for the simple fact he only held the title for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm got nothing to say right here. I feel it's off of Rey Mysterio. I gotta put it at D. He only hold the title for 2 hours to lose to the same night to John Cena. Oh man.
That's sad. I feel bad for Rey Mysterio. He's just I understand he couldn't have put the title. I know he couldn't have had the title on him very long, but man, that sucked.
Yeah.
And I think Nicholas on the Pirate Chat put Rey Mysterio on D. So we're gonna do that, Nicholas. We're gonna put him on D because he was not a great champion at all. I'm sorry, Rey Mysterio. You're one of the greatest of all time, but your title reign was a D.
I can't even call him a good champion. He just hold the title for 2 hours. To be honest,
exactly.
I can't even call him a great champion.
Man, that was depressing.
Yeah.
Next up, we have The Rock from 2013. Now,
Oh
let us
no.
not excuse the fact that he ended the CM Punk's 434, I'm going to repeat myself, 434-day title run. The Rock, I the thing is with The Rock's title run in 2013, it wasn't bad, but it was one of those cases where, again, he was a transitional champion. He only held the title just so John Cena could win it off of him. To me, that's not a great champion. I have to put him at C. I get it. The Rock, again, if we're talking about Rock, if we're talking about WWE title reigns in general, The Rock would be S tier. But we're talking about 2013. He only held the title for a couple of months. Yes, he did introduce the new title design, but at the end of the day, he only won the title just so John Cena could get his WrestleMania win back because they had the false market the last time they faced off as once in a lifetime. But I have to put him at C tier.
I could put the Rock at C tier where I showed I could put him at D tier, but he was also a trans. Only why he won the title because he could face John Cena for the second time. That I thought that was bad, but his title reign was okay. Yes, he was a part timer, but I think I put at C because only why he won the champion because John Cena to win his WrestleMania match, and also he beat CM Punk at the Royal Rumble to end that known title reign for CM Punk. So I gotta put that C.
And Nicholas said put The Rock at C. However, The Rock and Stone Cold's feud was the best. I agree.
I
It is
agree.
probably one of the best feuds of all time.
Yep.
I will not disagree with anybody who says it is. Next up, we got Roman Reigns. Now, keep in mind, Roman Reigns, I don't think he's a bad wrestler, but it's another case where he should not have won the title at that time. The crowd did not like him at all. Roman got forced down our throats 99% of the time. He won the title at Survivor Series when we wanted Dean Ambrose to win. Sheamus then cashed in on him, won the title on a random Raw, won the title back, and then he loses at the Royal Rumble to Triple H, even though, again, Dean Ambrose should have won. And then one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time, Roman Reigns won the WWE title against Triple H in probably the most forced-fed match of all time. His matches with AJ Styles were good. I like the stuff with Seth Rollins towards the end, but I did not find his WWE title reigns good at all. I gotta put Roman Reigns at a C. He did not do it for me.
Yeah, I could put Roman at C. He first reign where he lost to Sheamus. I can't even count the first reign. Second reign, well, that was around the wall and he lost to Triple H at the Royal Woman in a Royal Woman match. His third reign, when he beat Triple H, gotta be one of the worst WrestleMania main event of all time. And he had a great match with AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. That's the only why we put his C. And one AJ Styles is that Seth Rollins match. I think I would put a D, but besides them two match, I would put it at C.
Very nice. What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put Roman Reigns on C because you put Paul Heyman? You know what? Everything he's doing right now, I think Roman Reigns, if we're talking about Universal Champions, I would maybe put him very high up. But because we're only talking about WWE title reigns, I got to put him at C.
Yeah.
And next up, we have Seth Rollins. Now, this is Seth Rollins' title reigns in 2015 and 2016. I think Seth Rollins at that time was great. Oh, here we go. Shifty. What's up, Shifty? The problem with Roman was he got injured when he was hot. They rushed his push for Mania, and at the same time, they were bringing Bryan back, the hottest wrestler in over a decade. They should have. I think he was going to continue. They should have delayed Daniel Bryan's return until the night after WrestleMania. I agree with that. Or they should have just had Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble to avoid all that chaos.
Yep.
Seth Rollins. The thing is with Seth. Let's see here. She said WWE totally botched his build and it haunted him for years. Yes, they did. They absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins in 2015. I think Seth Rollins was very good as a heel. I think Seth Rollins is good as a heel in general. He had the look of a champion, but my biggest problem was his booking. He
Oh yeah.
lost the majority of the time, unless it was like on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that his matches were bad, but unless it was like a very huge match, I definitely couldn't really see. He wasn't very convincing. I would say as a heel, I definitely think because he was playing the cowardly heel. And his reign itself wasn't bad. Like, he actually did stuff with the title. Hell, he even won a winners takes all match against John Cena at SummerSlam and beat Sting. I mean, that's impressive. But at the end of the day, it's Seth Rollins' run. I mean, he was good, but I don't know what else you can really say. His matches were good, and there were some memorable moments. And then he had a second run, which I guess you could count the second run, but he lost in like 15 minutes or like 5. He lost it very quickly.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm gonna put him in A. I don't think he was that great of a champion to be put in S tier. I think Seth Rollins is an A for me.
I would put Seth Rollins at C. He didn't want a bad champion. He was good, but the problem is with his title with the booking. You know, he looked. You know, every time he win a match at the pay per view with the WWE champion, he looked very weak. Yes, he did beat John Cena in a winner take all match. Also, he beat Sting, but the problem is with Seth Rollins was the booking. So I would put him at B. But he wasn't that bad a champion. He was good, but the problem was the booking.
And Nicholas said put Seth Rollins at a C. I said an A, so I guess the equivalent would be a B. I would say so. Because we got 1 A and 2 C's. I think that's a B. Next up, we got Sheamus. Now, again, I do not hate Sheamus. I think Sheamus is actually a really good wrestler. But his title reign in 2015 was bad. They didn't really build up to it. He wasn't a great champion. Like, they put him with the League of Nations, which that wasn't even a good thing. Sheamus looked very weak as a champion. He only retained the title once, but that was because he had help in the League of Nations. And then he lost the title on Raw. I don't think he was a great champion in 2016. I got to put him in D. He did nothing with it.
Yeah, I gotta put in at D. The 2010 title win was meh. And
because we still have to. Oh yeah, because it's 2010 from 2020. Sheamus's first 2 runs. The first 2 times he won it was meh, but his third one was terrible. Like, it just wasn't very good. What's up, Zach? I gotta put him at D. He just was not that great.
Yeah, I gotta put him at D and Will because he 2010 title win was meh. I did kind of like the first one, but he still was weak, and the third one was straight bad. They put him with a League of Nations, one of the worst stable in WWE history. Man, Sheamus, I gotta put Sheamus at D.
Again, I'm sorry, Sheamus. I actually like you, but you just weren't a good world champion. And Nicholas also put him at a D, so we're all in agreement there.
I mean, he did have like a better title win with the big gold belt with the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, I will agree with that.
But there ain't no World Heavyweight Championship until this, so I can't put Sheamus at B or C.
Exactly. Next up, we have Triple H from 2016. Again, it's one of those situations like with The Rock. He only won the title to lose it to Roman Reigns. It just didn't work. I think by this point, it was just too late. Triple H won the title at a time where he's still a part-timer. Like, I know Brock Lesnar's a part-timer, but this is different. Triple H did this, and this is actually kind of a positive and a negative. Triple H won the title to basically drop it to Roman Reigns, which is building up a new star, which I give respect to for that. The problem is it was done wrong. I think Triple H should have had Dean Ambrose win the title at WrestleMania rather than Roman Reigns. But I got to put Triple H at C as well because it's not like – well, actually, no. I have to put Triple H at a D because I don't think he – no, I'll put him at C. I think he did – but then again, he buried Dean Ambrose at Roadblock. But, man, I got to put him at C. I have a lot of respect for Triple H to not put him in D, but that title reign I didn't care for.
I would put him at C as well. I did like his title reign. He did make the title look prestigious, but the problem is that he was champion. Only why he won the champion because he lost because of Toulouse at what went at WrestleMania. But besides that, I thought his title reign was good. He made the title look prestigious. Yes, he did bury Dean Ambrose. But besides that, I would put it C because the title reign was okay.
And I think, and Nicholas put him in the private chat, he said he put it in C. And he said, remember, Triple H was in the Attitude Era. Yes, he was, and he was awesome with the long hair. I would even say the My Time theme was probably one of his best themes. And even before, like, he became a heel, like, when Triple H, like, was, like, a babyface with DX, that was great. That was incredible. Triple H was awesome back in the day. He's still awesome now with NXT. God, I love NXT. NXT's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Shifty actually came in with a comment here. Again, he said, I'd put Seth as an A and most definitely put Brock as an S. They kept it on him for so long because he was an attraction and to bring in mainstream viewers. That is correct. And he also said fans hated Brock and the length of his reigns, but he was good for the business, at least for being a draw, maybe not to put over new talent. You are correct on that. I think that is true. I think Brock is better than what people make him out to be. I prefer when Brock I think just Brock I think is great. I think people don't give him a lot of credit. I think it's just when he doesn't care, you can tell. But when he does care, like he can put on a really good match.
Oh yeah.
And last but not least here is Drew McIntyre.
Ooh,
now,
okay.
Again, I feel really bad for Drew because he was the champion because WrestleMania was supposed to be his coming out party, and Drew McIntyre was going to become the WWE champion in front of thousands of people. That was going to be his coronation. That was going to be like the end of a Cinderella story. And then the pandemic happened, and he won it in front of nobody.
Yeah.
That had to hurt. But I think Drew, as a WWE champion, I think Drew McIntyre definitely did a fantastic job with what he was able to do. He looked strong all throughout, and I think he lost it very convincingly. Drew, to me, is one of those examples of a champion done right. He doesn't lose all the time, and even when he did lose, it was to build a story. And I think everything he did as champion was great. I like the stuff with Seth Rollins. His match with Bobby Lashley actually was good, surprisingly. The feud with Ziggler, I thought worked because it made sense. And then the stuff with Randy Orton was great as well. I mean, I think he's an A tier for me.
Oh, yeah. I could put Drew McIntyre at A tier. Yes, he did want to tie with no crowd. Thank 2020 and politics. I mean, and pandemic. But his title win was good. That Seth Rollins match at Money in the Bank was great. Surprisingly, he actually made Bobby Lashley look dominant at Backlash. His Dolph Ziggler feud was good. It not that bad, but it was good. The way the Orton feud was great. I gotta put Drew McIntyre at A because he looked great as a champion.
He did, and he looked like a champion too.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with his title reign, and I think Nicholas put him at an A. I agree, and that is the definitive list as far as WWE champions go. You got the two CM Punk, Randy Orton at S. You got AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Kofi Kingston, and Drew McIntyre at A. Batista, Daniel Bryan, and Seth Rollins at B. And then C tier, which is your average tier, you got Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Triple H. And as far as the worst of the worst, you had Jinder Mahal, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, and Sheamus. Shifty says, it's not because of Drew, but I canceled my network subscription, took my first break from wrestling since 1991 because of my disinterest in the product during this awkward phase. Canceled it the night after WrestleMania. I get it, because without crowds, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Zach's like, I don't know much in this line of wrestling. So what are your thoughts on Hulk Hogan as a wrestler? Hulk Hogan is probably one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Mm-hmm. And it's not because like he like pulled like all these like flips and all these impressive moves. It's because he was like a big personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think he was larger than life, and he was like the hottest thing in wrestling for a long period of time. I think Hulk Hogan might be one of the greatest of all time for me.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You know, he did bury a lot of people, but he did bury like people like John Cena did, but he's still one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Absolutely. And Nicholas wants to know, who remembers the NWO, Eric Bischoff, and then Vince Russo on WCW Nitro? The NWO was the greatest thing until it became stale, and then I became disinterested. As far as Eric Bischoff, I think Bischoff, to me, is great as an on-screen personality, but when it came to behind the scenes, he did not have a clue what to do because he gave everybody creative control when he shouldn't have. And Vince Russo is Vince Russo. I'm not going to go any further than that because Vince Russo is going to Vince Russo. So Shiji's like, Hogan was a much better wrestler than the WWF. Let him be. Great character back in the day. He would definitely be on the Mount Rushmore wrestlers. I agree.
I agree.
And since we're on the topic of champions, let's move into the Universal Champions. This one should be interesting. There's only a few Universal Champions, so I figured hang on. You guys can't hear that, right?
Hear what?
Oh, it might just be me. Hang on. I have to try and see if I can delete this ad. Where's this ad coming from? Ain't coming from. All right, the ad's done. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. There was an ad playing in my ear. Don't you hate it when ads play in your ear?
Yes.
So now we got the Universal Champions. First, we're going to start with Brock Lesnar. Now, Brock Lesnar is, again, like what Shifty said, I think Brock Lesnar, as far as Universal Champions, I think he's one of the better Universal Champions. Shifty says he can't hear it. No, it was just me. It was my audio. I got an ad in my ear, so. But Brock Lesnar, I think, was a better champion than most people made him out to be. I think he had a lot more quality matches that people kind of ignore because of the fact it's Brock Lesnar and he only wrestled part-time and his reigns went too long. But at the end of the day, Brock Lesnar was still a great champion, and I would say he was probably the best Universal Champions of all time. I got to put him an S just for the simple fact alone that he was a better champion that most people made him out to be.
Yeah, I don't put Brock Lesnar at H. I know not the people would put him at D, but I could put him at A because he had a lot of great match with him, Samoa Joe, that favorite four-way, that Braun Strowman match, also that AJ Styles match, that Daniel Bryan match. So I gotta put Brock Lesnar at S. So yes, he did have a very known title reign, but I gotta put Brock Lesnar at S because them some great matches he
And the
had.
stuff with Roman Reigns was bad, but
Oh yeah,
then again,
yeah.
that's just to be expected. Brock's an S. Just Brock is great. Oh, he's like, put Brock Lesnar on S. Remember, Brock Lesnar buried The Rock in 2002. Well, I wouldn't say he buried The Rock in 2002. I would say that was The Rock pushing like a new star. Like he made a new star out of Brock because at that stage of Brock's career, Brock was like still a rookie and they were like pushing him to the moon. And it was probably Brock's greatest run in WWE is when Brock Lesnar debuted in 2002, won King of the Ring, then destroyed Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Undertaker. Like he is probably like that was my favorite Brock Lesnar of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just awesome. And Shifty said S for Universal, lowers WWE champion. Emma's back. Welcome back, Emma. Next up, we got the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. This is one of those examples where I don't think the Fiend needed the Universal Championship, but I thought his reign wasn't. I think his reign was good regardless. His feud with Daniel Bryan was the thing that really made me interested. And the title design when he was the Fiend, I didn't hate it, but I was not a fan of it. And just the design itself, like it just looked bad. But otherwise, like his match with Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble in the strap match, that was good. That was like one of my favorite Bray Wyatt matches. Like, don't you think it's funny? Every time Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan wrestle together, it's like one of the greatest matches of all time.
Yeah.
God, those matches are so good. But my biggest complaint with the Fiend's title run is the way he lost it.
Oh God.
They had him Goldberg to squash the Fiend like it was nothing. So all that build up with the Fiend, all of that stuff with just setting up the Fiend, having him be this indestructible monster, and then you have him lose to Goldberg. That to me is that was disgusting. That was upsetting. To me, Bray Wyatt is one of the greatest things in pro wrestling right now. I gotta put his title reign in an A. Oh, let's talk about his second title reign. He won the title back at SummerSlam this year. He then held it for 5 days and then proceeded to drop it to Roman Reigns. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because Roman Reigns right now is the greatest thing also, but let's discredit the fact that he lost the title in 5 days. That's disappointing. They shouldn't have put the belt on him at all by that point. I gotta put Bray Wyatt at an A.
Well, at least he did got pinned.
That is true. But by that point, you should have just had Braun Strowman keep the title.
Yeah. And Bray Wyatt, yeah, I could put Bray Wyatt A because he definitely was a better champion when he had the WWE champion. But Daniel Bryan feel was great. The only problem was that when he lost to Goldberg, I thought that one of the worst thing that WWE had done because you want to build this guy that is the monster, but you knew to him to Goldberg, an old man that and his second reign was I can't even talk about his second reign. Well, he lost to Wolverine, but he got pinned. Yeah, his second reign was kind of suck, but his first one was good. I would say.
What say you, Nicholas? Where do you put the Fiend as the Universal Champion? Because I think the Fiend is just a great character because it is one of those characters that they go way out of the box and it works. Oh, he said, put the Fiend on A. Remember, the Fiend is with Alexa Bliss. Yes, he is, and it's fantastic. They had like a thing on Raw where Alexa Bliss was like, her mouth started to pour out blood. That was awesome. I was like, all right, I can dig this. I was like, this is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
This is exactly what they should be doing with the Fiend. Make him a horror movie character. Mm-hmm. And man, that was some good stuff. Next up is Finn Balor. Oh
Oh,
boy.
oh, oh no.
This is another case of where I don't want to do this because I love Finn Balor. I liked Finn Balor this whole entire time. I've never once hated Finn Balor at all. But man, this sucked. So Finn Balor is the first Universal Champion. However, he dropped the title the next night because he injured his shoulder, so he had to vacate the title. So he only held the title for basically a day. And this was very unfortunate because Finn Balor was getting really hot by this point. Like, Finn Balor was just coming off his 292 run as the NXT champion. He just got called up. He beat Roman Reigns on his first night, and then he beat Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Man, that he was going to go to big things, but it was just that one shoulder injury that screwed him over. And now he's back to NXT where he belongs, where Triple H is like, it's okay, my son. You're safe now. No one's going to hurt you again. But, however, I got to put Finn Balor at a D. He only held the title for a day. He didn't do anything with it.
You know what? I'll go do Finn Balor a favor. Finn Balor is a good wrestler. You know, his NXT stuff was great. His main roster was meh, but but I'll go put Finn Balor C. I'll just go do him a favor. I'll just go put him at C.
What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put Finn Balor's Universal title run? Because, man, Finn Balor could just never get back to that point. Like, He had a couple opportunities here and there, but he did just little to nothing. Nicholas put him at C. Okay, so I guess the general consensus is C.
Yeah.
So Finn Balor gets a pass because he is the first Universal Champion. We got to give him credit for that. He is the first Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Shifty, actually, going back to the Brock thing, the fans ate up too. Brock was so over, and they hated Rock at that time. Yeah, because Rock basically became a corporate. He basically sold out and went to Hollywood. Everybody was like, no, fuck you. We're going to go with Brock Lesnar. He's the new thing. And he was the young guy. And, everybody loved it. And Brock at that time was on fire. Like, he was doing all this crazy stuff. Like, he, took Hulk Hogan out of commission. Like, he put in the bear hug, and Hulk Hogan had the internal injuries. Man, that was good. Brock was awesome at that time. Oh man, Shifty's victim one of Seth Rollins' buckle bomb. Sting, yeah. So Sting and Finn Balor got hurt by Seth Rollins' buckle bomb, which I'm not saying it was. Oh, here we go. Vince hated him because he was too small. He's lucky he didn't get a Dude, thank God he didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God. Dude, that Shorty G stuff was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
How could they disrespect Chad Gable, who's awesome, and you make him Shorty G? What a joke. Yeah, thank God Finn Balor's back in NXT, where Vince can't ruin him even further than they did.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody who goes on NXT doesn't even want to go up to the main roster. Let's just face it. They're just like, we're going to stay down here because Triple H actually likes us.
Even Tommaso Ciampa said he don't want to go to the main roster.
Yeah. No, because Tommaso Ciampa's no, because let's be fair here. Tommaso Ciampa, we've seen guys like Keith Lee who came up. What are they doing with Keith Lee right now? Nothing.
Yeah.
What about Matt Riddle? Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, but no one wants to go to the main roster because guess what happens? They're going to get ruined right away.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is always the case because if you look at a guy like Kevin Owens, I think he did okay on the main roster. I would even say he did better than most people.
Yeah.
Look at a guy like Neville. What did he do?
Shit. Only good thing happened to Neville when he went to 205 in WWE. That hit.
Yeah, exactly. Neville did nothing. And that's sad because Neville was fantastic.
Yes.
And also, let's look at Austin Aries. Remember Austin
Oh,
Aries? Well, I don't even think
oh,
I don't even think anybody cared about Austin Aries at that time, unfortunately.
yeah.
And look at a guy like Bobby Roode.
Oh gosh.
Bobby Roode should have been the WWE champion multiple times by now.
Yeah.
Why isn't he? Because first of all, they made him a babyface, which was the wrong thing to do. Bobby Roode was a heel. He was a natural heel and should have stayed a heel. Instead, they turned him babyface. They gave him nothing to do. They put him in a team with Dolph Ziggler. Nothing. They did nothing.
Don't remember he was tag team with Chad Gable.
That was bad. I feel so bad for Bobby Roode. He should have been a main eventer by now.
Well, at least he had a WWE Championship match. But
that is true, but he still lost.
He still lost. Yeah, I forgot about
great series match with Austin Aries, but that was about it. Yeah, that's kind of true. And let's also look at a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh no. Oh god.
You want to talk about someone who was mishandled? Shinsuke Nakamura was screwed. He wasn't even ruined. He was screwed.
Yeah.
You want to talk about someone who should have been WWE champion right now? Shinsuke Nakamura should have been the WWE champion months ago. He should have been champion 2 years ago. When he won the Royal Rumble, he should have won it at WrestleMania.
Yep.
But you want to know why? I don't know why. I don't know if Vince just doesn't like Shinsuke Nakamura because he can't speak or he can't do a good promo. But you can make the argument that Shinsuke won a bunch of championships, but let's look at what he did in NXT. His NXT run is more memorable than his main roster run.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke Nakamura won a shit ton of titles, but yet Shinsuke Nakamura won 2 titles in NXT, but yet he's probably had the most memorable run in NXT.
Yeah.
God.
Should be like a 2-time WWE champion right now. And I think championship one was good, bad. The Intercontinental one was meh. But I think shit could need to go back to NXT.
You know, and now when people ask me, so how come guys like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa or the Undisputed Era aren't going up to the main roster? Because of examples like that.
Yep. Hey, I know.
You really think Tommaso Ciampa wants to go up there after they mistreated Keith Lee?
Yeah.
Do you really think he wants to go up there after you just mistreated Matt Riddle?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't go up there.
Yeah.
I mean, the main roster is a toxic burial ground anyway.
I was WWE right now, if Vince McMahon put me on the main roster, I might quit WWE right now. At that bar, I'm going to AEW. Shoot,
and you want another example? You want another example of this? The Revival.
Oh.
You want to talk about a team? They had they had out for the Revivals from the start.
Ooh.
God, that was terrible.
Don't forget about Bo Dallas too.
God, dude, Bo Dallas was screwed over hard. He was like one of the greatest heels in NXT, and of course they ruined him on the main roster instantly.
Yeah. And the Ascension.
Oh God, the Ascension, longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. What did they do on the main roster? Nothing. Like, what did they do? Nothing. God, that was horrible. Like, dude, there's only a couple of instances where some people from NXT actually do well on the main roster, but that's only because of circumstance.
What about Sami Zayn?
You know, at first I would have said yes, but Sami Zayn has done a lot more since then, so I can't really say he was ruined because he's done a lot of good stuff on the main roster. It's just, again, it's another example where he should have been a WWE champion.
Yeah.
What they need to do is they need to pair him back up with Kevin Owens because that's the only way they're going to be. That would make my day if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn became a team again.
Yeah.
That's all they got to do. Shifty said Shinsuke should have beat AJ at the hands of Sanity, interfering in their match, allowing Nakamura to go have a reign and giving the club a stable to feud with. They teased Sanity so much and nothing. That's another stable that they screwed over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sanity. Oh my god, yes.
Sanity, they buried Eric Young, they buried Killian Dane, they buried Alexander Wolf. They did nothing with them. And then to top it all off, they didn't even bring Nikki Cross to the main roster.
Oh, I forgot. What about Retribution?
Oh God, Retribution is horrible. They've already buried them. You can tell Vince has no cares in the world for Retribution. They got buried twice in one night. How is that even possible?
Yeah.
You have them lose to the Hurt Business, which, by the way, the Hurt Business is the greatest stable of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And then moments later, the Fiend shows up and proceeds to bury them one by one.
Like, come on. How you get buried 2 times in the same night?
That's a joke. Good God. And it doesn't even make any sense to begin with. They already have WWE contracts. Why do they need... This Retribution made no sense. And then Mustafa Ali as the leader...
Oh,
that was Luke. And don't get me wrong, I get that they're trying to connect the whole like hacker thing, but really, a Mustafa Ali, no. Retribution sucks. They're a horrible stable. I don't care for them. They got buried instantly 2 times in one night. I can't get over that. 2 times in one night. First, they got buried by Hurt Business, and then they got buried by the Fiend. Congratulations, guys. You've really made it on the main roster.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it sucks for the people in that group. Dominik Dijakovic.
Oh.
God, man. Remember that great match in January with Keith Lee?
Oh, yeah.
Now look where he is now. He's now T-Bar.
Oh.
What a joke. Well, we got to get back to this. Yeah. Actually, here's one more example. Authors of Pain.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was about to count they stuff with Seth Waller and Buddy Murphy, but besides that, they do nothing.
They won 1 tag team championship, and they paired him with Drake Maverick. And then there was like a storyline where Drake Maverick peed himself.
Oh.
God, just you know what? Just an advice to everybody in NXT: just stay down there. Don't even go up to the main roster.
Yeah, don't go to the main roster. You go get buried by 2 seconds.
Trust me, Tommaso Ciampa, stay in NXT, bro. I got you.
Stay in NXT. Johnny Gargano, stay in NXT.
Yeah, keep Johnny Gargano there. We love Johnny Gargano. I love Johnny Gargano here on the channel.
We forgot about Ricochet. What about Rick?
Oh my God, Ricochet! I forgot about him. So Ricochet had a promising start. He won the United States title from Samoa Joe. Then he lost to AJ Styles and has done since then nothing.
Oh gosh.
I don't know why he has not asked for his release yet. Which by this point I would have.
What the freak? In Aleister Black. Oh God, man.
Aleister Black 2? Hell, I would even go as far. Oh God, EC3.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh they messed up. Oh God, they messed up with EC3.
What were they thinking?
Oh God, they messed up with EC3.
Shifty's like the Retribution name sounds like they gave them Dreadnought names from G.I. Joe. Those names are a joke. I'm sorry. T-Bar. Really? Come on. Dominik Dijakovic, guys. We're going to give him a name called T-Bar.
Trapjack. Oh, my gosh.
Shane Thorne. Another guy that screwed over royally.
Well, Mia Yim. Multiple times. I'm just going to be honest. They screwed up multiple times.
God's sake.
Oh.
Disgusting. Hell, Andrade,
Yeah.
Angel Garza.
Well, oh yeah,
Basically a burial ground. Good
yeah.
God. Who from, like, other than Kevin Owens, who really succeeded on the main roster?
Hmm. You know what? What about Seth Rollins?
That is true. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens are like the only two examples I could think of.
And
I would even
Roman
say
Reigns.
Roman Reigns, Big E.
Biggie, yeah.
Here's another guy they've ruined. Rusev.
Oh no. Oh no. Who's the
And then
show?
they also
Who's
ruined Big Cass and Enzo Amore, which I had no problems with because I did not like them at the start.
I
Um,
forgot about Big K.
and then you have
I know one. What that team name? They have Aaron England and Shara Gunn. I forgot his name.
Vaudevillains.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yep, they
They
ruined them
were-
too. Oh yeah, that's right. The Four Horsewomen.
Oh yeah,
Yep. Other than them, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Big E, and a couple other ones, everybody's basically been buried.
Yeah.
God, just imagine Johnny Gargano going up to the main roster. They're gonna bury him in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Keep him down in NXT. You know what? Finn Balor should never leave NXT ever.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the NXT gals got over. That is true. I will say that is true. Because you look at Alexa Bliss and you got Asuka, and then you have Asuka, the Four Horsewomen, and then you had, to a degree, Shayna Baszler, even though I think Shayna Baszler has done nothing of value. But that's just, again, you're right, Nicholas. Vince McMahon does not care. You want to know why? Because he's like, you know what? We gotta make Roman Reigns look strong. Yeah. Even though I like Roman Reigns, so I mean, if you got buried, listen, we got to pay respect to the tribal chief, okay?
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, next. All right, we got to keep going here. Next up, we got Goldberg. Oh boy, here we go. Goldberg is probably the worst Universal Champion by default. His first reign, he did nothing with it. He won it from Kevin Owens, which is sad because I think Kevin Owens is the greatest thing. He's probably one of my favorite super wrestlers. And then he loses to Brock Lesnar in a good match, and then Goldberg wins the second title. Won it the second time against Bray Wyatt, which was a bad decision. Then he loses it to WrestleMania. D tier. There's nothing left to say here.
Yeah, I could put Goldberg detail. Oh well, I got nothing to say about Goldberg, to be honest. So
No, you go ahead.
I got nothing to say. I could put Goldberg detail.
No, you don't go ahead, man. Like say what you want to say about Goldberg.
Okay. Goldberg, first reign, did nothing. He had a good match with Brock Lesnar. Second reign, nothing. Besides losing to Braun Strowman. That hit. D for Goldberg.
Absolutely. Like, I understand the first time because but again, even then, did Brock Lesnar and Goldberg really need a title?
No. They should never have a title match.
Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho should have been a title versus title match.
Yes, winner take all.
What was to gain from Goldberg, Brock Lesnar for the title? Like, I know it probably would have gone. Like, don't get me wrong, the match was good. It didn't need a title.
Yeah, the match was good, but it didn't need a title though. It didn't need a title match.
If you had Brock and Goldberg in a non-title match where the main thing was Brock Lesnar wants to get his win back.
Yeah.
Just that would have made more sense. But instead, you put the title on Goldberg. You bury Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has yet to win another world title, which he should.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens is awesome. And I'm sorry that I'm not hating on Goldberg himself. I think Goldberg is great.
I don't hate
But
Goldberg
the fact
either.
that they made him the Universal he was a champion in 2016 and 2020 is laughable.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to AJ. Too bad for Maxine, though, but she rebounded in Lucha Underground. That is true.
Yeah.
Fuck Goldberg. It was an accident, but he retired my favorite wrestler. I feel bad for him, though. He was fired over some BS on Celebrity Apprentice, though. Interesting. I didn't hear about the Celebrity Apprentice thing. And he retired your favorite wrestler? Who did he retire, Shifty?
Yeah, who
Oh, oh God! I know what you're talking about.
No,
I know what you're.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Nicholas said, "Who remembers Goldberg versus Hollywood Hogan on WCW?" Dude, so here's one of those biggest blunders that WCW did at that time, because WCW by this point was stupid. They put Hogan and Goldberg on free TV rather than having it at a huge pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
What were they thinking on that? Although it drew great numbers, though, I will say it was kind of an awesome sight. But at the end of the day, that was really dumb.
That should happen like a pay-per-view match.
And Shifty said Bret Hart. Yep, I know what you're talking about. That kick to the head.
Yep.
That I'm not even going to get into that. Next up, we got Kevin Owens. Now, Kevin Owens is the second Universal Champion, and he credits himself when he was Universal Champion, the longest reigning Universal Champion, kind of attacking Finn Balor. His title reign was good. I won't say it was the greatest Universal title reign. I think he definitely was not that strong. He didn't look strong through his reign. That's the problem. Kevin Owens needed Chris Jericho 90% of the time to retain, when Kevin Owens could retain the title by himself. Like, he proved that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kevin Owens did not need another person to help him retain. Like, Kevin Owens could have beaten Seth Rollins by himself.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help where it was during the early part of the brand split where they only had Kevin Owens fight Sami Zayn 90% of the time, which is not a bad thing. And then like you see him with Chris, and he was like fighting Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. So I mean, his matches were good, but again, it's like the same problem with Seth Rollins' first title reign in 2015, where he was the WWE champion, was he just didn't look convincing.
Yeah.
But Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho's thing was so entertaining. I gotta put him in B.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put Kevin Owens B as well. You know, he only had 3 views. There were Wolverine, Seth Rollins, and Goldberg. But besides that Goldberg view, I'm gonna put Kevin over D. I mean not D, B, because he did have some good matches with Wolverine and Seth Rollins, and that Chris Jericho and with the Chris Jericho thing was great, man. So I'm gonna put Kevin over a B. He did work good. He was good, but he did work good.
Nicholas has put Kevin Owens at B. I agree with that. Next up, we got Roman Reigns. Now, we're going to count both of his title reigns. His first title reign, he won at SummerSlam, where, again, it was one of those situations where Roman shouldn't have won, because I think Braun Strowman should have won that at SummerSlam. And I even say that Bobby Lashley should have been put in that match. But again, that's just neither here nor there. If it was just his first title reign, I would have put it at C. But then his first title run ended because, again, his leukemia came back, and then he had to vacate to get treatment. Then Roman came back this year. Well, like, he came back, obviously, and then like he ended up leaving because of the whole COVID thing, and then he came back at SummerSlam. He's now a heel. He won the title back at Payback, winning a triple threat match against Braun Strowman and The Fiend. And now he's the tribal chief, and everything he's done as the champion since then, absolutely phenomenal. Roman Reigns is probably now at his best. Everything he's done with Jay and the Usos, awesome. Nothing bad to say. I gotta put Roman Reigns at S.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Roman at S too, because his first one was good. It was great, but his first one was good. But the second reign though, oh my god, that tribal chief stuff, he feud with the Uso, prestigious, one of the best feud in WWE right now. So I'm gonna put it at S. The second one is great, man.
And Nicholas said S, which I will definitely do that. And next up, we got everybody's favorite Twitter person, Seth Rollins. Oh man, Seth Rollins. So his Universal title runs. Remember the positive things I said about his WWE title reigns?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his Universal title reigns, it's the opposite. Let's start off with the fact that Seth Rollins, by this point, people started to not like him because, well, Twitter, and he decided to do stuff on Twitter that no one liked. And so now we got to take that into account. Now, the beginning was actually pretty good where he faced AJ Styles on Money in the Bank, which is a fantastic match.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we have the one thing that could really kill a title run, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin fought Seth Rollins in a feud that went way too long. Then Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans were added to it. And then Seth Rollins lost the title to Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar cashed in. And then after this, Seth Rollins won the title back at SummerSlam, but then he faced Braun Strowman, won the tag belts with Braun Strowman, and then he faced The Fiend in one of the worst Hell in a Cell matches of all time. And then you had him drop the title to The Fiend. Is there anything else I have to say? It's not like his reign was like awful, but my God, he was bad. He was not good. I got to put him at C.
I would put Seth Rollins at B because he feud with AJ Styles were good. I mean, not the feud. The feud with AJ Styles was not that great, but the match was good. He better call it. Oh God, I don't want to talk about that one. That might be one of the worst Seth Rollins feud of all time. And he brought that feud up kind of great. His second reign, he feud with Braun Strowman was okay. He feud with the Fiend was okay, but the match was boring. So I could put AJ Styles at B. I thought he was good, but his match was bad and good at the same time. So I could put AJ Styles. I mean not AJ, Seth Rollins B.
And Nicholas said put Seth Rollins at a C, so that's 2 C's and a B. So I would think it would probably add up to a C, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Now, speaking of C tier, we now get to Braun Strowman. Oh boy, sad case. Again.
Okay.
Now, the problem is with Braun Strowman, he won the title way too late. By this point, no one really cared about him. He basically won the title out of circumstance, because Roman couldn't wrestle Goldberg. Braun Strowman then had a forgettable reign that mainly consisted of his feud with Bray Wyatt, which the feud with Bray was good, but his reign was not memorable at all. Like, what matches did he have that really, like, defined his title reign?
Okay. I would put Braun Strowman C as well, He Bray Wyatt though was good. But the only thing, he only had 2 title match. He only had 2 feuds. One of them was Bray Wyatt, and second was The Miz and John Morrison. So I could put Braun Strowman C. His title reign was not that great.
Like, again, it's just like he did nothing with the title. Like, that's the thing, is like he only really defended the title twice, and that was about it. And then everything else, it just felt like it felt unnecessary. Nicholas said put Braun at a C. We're going to put him at a C. So that's kind of a bad thing when your Universal Championship is when only 3, or I guess 4 make only half of your champions are actually good, or the other half were bad or average. That's already not a great look for the Universal Championship. But with Roman Reigns at the helm, I think the Universal title can really turn itself around.
Oh yeah.
So that was the end of the Universal title one. Let's just look up like just some. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do like feuds? Do you guys want to do?
You could do like I got one. The WWE Championship till with one. look better.
Oh, every WWE Championship design.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice one. We're gonna go back in the championships. We're obviously gonna do the AS. So, do you guys want to do world title designs, or you just want to do all the title designs?
You could do all the title design.
Let me see here. Let me go into title designs. Actually, now I gotta look it up because title designs. Let's see here. We got current. No, that's every WWE Championship title design. Ooh, all right. This is a nice selection here. First
Okay.
Strowman could be the Hulk Hogan of this generation. The guy has much charisma in his personal videos, but instead of pushing that larger than life kid first, but instead of that pushing that larger than life kid friendly persona when he won the tag titles. That was dumb. That really killed his momentum. I mean, I just didn't like it. I couldn't take him seriously after that. He was just
when he won a title with a kid. Oh god. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one.
Nicholas, they've kept him in this tired Big Joe like Angry Giant. Yeah, like I was just I mean, because Nicholas's mic is having issues. So we're kind of just saying in the private. He's like sending stuff in the private chat. So like, we can answer him there. Andre's large wing eagles. Well, we're gonna get into those designs.
Yeah, we can get into that one if you're up here.
For like, I think I'm gonna skip like the older school designs because I didn't really grow up on those, and like I can do some of them, but I don't remember a lot of them.
I'm gonna be honest though. Yeah, I'll go put all the if I do rank those title belt, I'll go put at C because it was back then, so I'm just gonna put it at C because I'm not putting on D. Because
first off, we got the Hardcore Championship.
Okay. I'll go put the Hardcore Championship at D.
Really?
Okay, I know a lot of people say it's the best looking title and that title look very, very good. But to me, the title look ugly. Like I know it. In my opinion, it ugly.
I'm gonna have to rank because it's basically the best, lovely, all right, just about bearable, and get it in the bin. I gotta put the hardcore title on lovely because I think because again, it's very simple, but it works. And man, it's a good looking title, I would say. It's trashy, but at the same time, I kind of dig it. Next up is the OG NXT Women's Championship.
Okay. I put it all right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. It doesn't look bad, but it's just okay. It definitely doesn't feel like a women's championship. It feels more, again, it's not like a Divas title where it's like it looks like a toy, but it doesn't feel like a world championship. It feels just more like a side championship.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nicholas? No, if you can, Nicholas, I wouldn't mind. Try speaking into the mic. Do you hear anything, Deshaun?
I can't hear him.
Can anybody in the chat hear Nicholas? I don't want to be that guy that just can't hear, and it's like then I look bad. I apologize if that might just be me, because that could be the case. I don't know. So if anybody in chat, please just let me know. Because I know we have 2 people watching, which one I think those 2 people, or now we got 3. If anybody can hear, if you guys can hear Nicholas, can you please let me know in the chat?
I'll be right back.
All right, no biggie. But I think the NXT Women's title is probably going to be an all right. Let's see here. Shifty says he cannot hear you. Okay, so it's not just me. Shifty says I kind of hate the first hardcore title as they ruined the best looking belt. Yes. Well, I mean I don't know if that's true, but let me see if it's
Okay, I'm back.
Nicholas, try taking out your earbuds and maybe disconnect them if you have Bluetooth.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. There we go.
Yes.
Nicholas, thank God we got your things fixed. What's up, my friend?
Nothing much.
Man, I'm sorry about that, man.
I know.
So it's the earbuds, huh?
Yeah.
But Nicholas, we finally got you in here. Now we can talk wrestling officially.
Yes.
Alrighty, man. So now next up we got the NXT, the newer looking NXT Women's Championship that just got introduced a couple years ago. This thing is a great looking championship.
Oh,
it looks exactly like the NXT title, which is a great looking title, but it's got the silver. This is a perfect thing of beauty. It looks like a women's championship. It looks like a title. It's gotta be in the best.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's the best because that title. But yeah, it might be the same thing as the NXT champion, but the NXT champion look great, and you do the copy the same thing with the NXT women's champion. The best.
What say you, Nicholas? What do you think about the newer NXT Women's Championship?
The best.
Yes. All right. So NXT is already on the board for best NXT championships. Now we got the OG NXT Tag Team Championships. Now the title designs, they look good. I mean, they look like NXT. They look like tag titles that I could get behind. But this is kind of going to go into this is going to kind of spoil what I'm going to say for the newer ones. They don't look as good. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because the silver is not there in the NXT logo, but man, I still want to put them in lovely, lovely, lovely because they just look good.
I would put another name too. You know, the Titan do look very, very good. And I mean, I like the new one better, but the old one still look great. To be honest, it did look great.
What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put the OG NXT Tag Team titles?
Lovely, lovely.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we got the Cruiserweight Championship, the Purple Cruiserweight Championship. It's not that the title looks bad, but my biggest problem is when you go into a full solid color. That unless it's black and gold, a full purple and silver belt is not appealing to me. I gotta put it in just about bearable.
I put it all white. Yes, the title got purple and silver. But you look at the title, it look okay. It look like a title that came from base. but the title it's not okay. I put it all right.
Very, very. Okay, so we got all right and we got just about bearable. Nicholas, what say you? What do you think of the Purple Cruiserweight Championship?
Just about bearable.
Any particular reason?
I have no reason.
Fair enough. So I guess so the Purple Cruiserweight title is just about bearable. Next up, we got the OG NXT Championship. It's a good looking belt. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I guess my biggest issue would be it's a very interesting looking title. The NXT logo is like the middle of the belt, and then like the strap is thick. But man, it's still a good looking belt though.
I put it all right. Yes, it the belt do look good, but the only problem I have with the title is that big old X in the front. The title look great, but it's a title that I love, but I still think it's okay title.
Okay. Nicholas, what say you? Where would you put the OG NXT Championship?
I'll put it on the best.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Nice. I'm gonna say lovely, lovely, lovely. It's just a good looking title. But with all that considered, I mean, it's in lovely, lovely, lovely. NXT's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
God, it's so good. Next up, we got the newer NXT Tag Team Championships. Again, I don't know what it is about NXT, but their titles look great. I mean, the newer tag titles, I'm going to say they look even better than the OG tag team titles. Just the design, the look of them. Like, they look like tag team titles that look prestigious. I got to put it in the best.
I go put it the best too because the title look good. Not better than the old one, but the title, another a tag team championship that look prestigious and look really, really good. Though I could put it the best.
Nicholas, what say you? Where would you put the NXT tag team titles, the current ones?
The best.
Yes. Alrighty. So NXT's killing it right now. Both NXT championships are getting the best.
Yeah.
And next up, we got the white strapped Winged Eagle Championship. I mean, this is also a very good looking title. I just to me, I don't know what it is, but I also like the white strap. It has to be black or white strapped for me. I don't
That's
like
the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, it is. God, it's a good looking belt. I gotta say, lovely, lovely, lovely for just the white strap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go say WWE because any title that got a white strap on it look great.
Yep. Lovely, lovely.
Let's see here. Shifty says Warriors Winged Eagle with the white leather. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's trying to fix something that wasn't broken. The next one, though, the best. The belt you think of when you think Golden Era. Yes, because we're getting into the just the Winged Eagle title. I got to agree with you. This has to be in the best. It's a great looking title. It's, again, but I'm also going by the look and just the prestige. Like, if you hold this title, do you look like a world champion?
Yes.
It's got to be in the best. It makes you look like a world champion, and just the look of it is awesome. It's iconic. It's got to be in the best.
Look at Deshaun's belt.
Yes.
This title look prestigious. This title look great. It look like a title that you want to hold and make sure that you look great with the title. Though I'll go put that in the best.
Absolutely. Nicholas, where would you put this belt?
Well, which belt?
The Winged Eagle title with the black strap.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
So we got two of the best and one lovely, lovely, lovely. What would that calculate to? I mean, would it still calculate to the best?
It
I'll say the best.
It kind of
Okay.
easy.
All right, so WWE. All right, so the
That's
OG.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter. His heel run was great. I will say his heel run was awesome. And now next we got the newer NXT Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love the look of this title. It looks better than the OG NXT title. It looks like the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is not a bad thing. It looks like a World Championship. And first of all, Tommaso Ciampa holding this picture with Tommaso Ciampa is probably the best. You can't describe the NXT title without describing Tommaso Ciampa. That title has been just involved in so much good stuff, and just the look of it is awesome. It's the best.
Yeah, the title, man. This title is one of my favorite WWE championship right now, and the title looks so great. It got the feel of the World Heavyweight Championship feel. That title is so great, man. I go put it the best.
Agreed. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Nicholas.
What?
Sergeant Slaughter was actually on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Huh?
I never knew that. That's actually a very interesting fact. That's actually pretty cool. I never knew that.
Wow. Me either. Wow.
Holy crap. I might have to look that up now. That sounds like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
So, Nicholas, where would you put the newer NXT Championship?
The best.
Nice taste. So just look at all the four of these titles deserve the best. I mean, just the look of them are just beautiful. Next up, we got the SmackDown Universal Championship.
That was a tough one.
Now, the SmackDown Universal title looks better than the Raw one, but that's not saying much. I don't like a solid color. It does not look as good as the WWE title because black and gold is the only way to go.
Yeah.
I would say it's all right. It definitely it grew on me. I would say it's not the worst looking title I've ever seen, but I'll put it in all right.
Yeah, I put all white too. It definitely look better than the red one. And the title, it look like a title that I want to hold. So I put it all white and look good. At the blue one, but the red one look trash.
Where would you put the blue Universal title, Nicholas?
All right.
So we got all right for the Universal title. Now I'm trying to see if I'm not mistaken, I think this one is the WCW United States Championship. I actually like this belt. I think the WCW United States Championship is in lovely, lovely, lovely. Just because again, it's like I don't think it's better than the WWE United States Championship, but the WCW US title just has that look to it where it's like the gold and then you have the American flag. Like it looks great. I gotta put in lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yeah, I will put it WWE too. I mean, yeah, it's not better than WWE United States Championship, but it didn't look great. It looked good. It looked like a title that I will hold for the rest of my life. So I could put it in WWE.
What say you, Nicholas?
Lovely, lovely.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with you guys. It's just a great looking title. We're gonna skip some of these because I don't have a real opinion on them because they're old and I've never really had a full on.
We can't just put all the old belts just bottom of the belt. It's just okay.
No, I feel like we'll just say we'll just keep them here for now. Like this entire section will more than likely just be all the titles. I can't I'll rank some of the older looking titles, but it's just because I've seen them more. But we'll get to those at the end. So now next up we got the WWE Women's Tag Team. Buddy Rogers, yes, he was indeed the first WWE champion. He won a tournament in Brazil, I believe.
Yes.
and first WWE champion. Also, fun fact: Pat Patterson is the first Intercontinental champion.
Yep, I been knew that.
And if you want to be technical, the first WWE United States champion was Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's very interesting fact. That's just some great stuff. And now we got the women's tag team championships. I'm not gonna lie. They look like coins. Again, this is my problem with the tag team titles on the main roster right now. They look like coins. And God, the women's tag team titles may look better, but they're still coins. I hate these titles. I don't like them. They're ugly. They don't look good. The women's tag team titles, I'll say they're all right because they do look like titles that look prestigious, but at the same time, I don't know if I would necessarily want to wear one.
I actually love John title. I think one of the best looking WWE tag team champions in WWE. Well, not been the UK tag team champion and NXT champion, but I think another title. It's a better looking women's championship than the main roster tag team championship, to be honest. But I'll go put it never. I love this title. It looks like a title that I'll withhold rest of my life.
Okay. What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put the women's tag team championships?
Put it on all right.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So we got two all rights and lovely. I think they're all. Yeah, we'll put them in all right.
Yeah, you put all right.
All right, next up, we got the OG World Tag. Well, not the OG, but we got the Ruthless Aggression Raw Tag or the World Tag Team Championships. Now, these belts look good. These belts are very good looking. Ooh, you don't like these?
They're the best.
Oh, they're the best. Oh, I thought you said bad for a second. I'm like, oh wait, what? I'm like, but
They're the
man, they're good looking belts. I don't know if I would necessarily say the best, but I would put them in lovely.
What do you think, Deshaun?
I put it the best because the title look. I know a lot of people do hate on the title, but the title look great. It's one of the best tag team champions of all time.
I mean, hey, if someone were to say like their favorite tag team title belts like designs, I would not argue that. I would probably agree with you because they're just beautiful. They're just good looking. They're better than the tag team titles we got now, which
Well, true.
God, they're
NXT is beating the Raw and SmackDown.
Well, yeah, because NXT's always done that. In whole lot, let's be fair, they've always done that. Next up, we got the Hardcore Championship redesign, where Tommy Dreamer had it. He had the parking plate on this generic-looking title. This is get in the bin. It's a very not good-looking title. I would not be caught dead looking at it or just wearing it.
Yeah, again in the bin because it looks like a title that I would never hold. If it a parking lot sign on the title, man, that title, man, get in the bin.
What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put the Hardcore Championship Tommy Dreamer style?
Not just about bearable.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I want to put in just? You know what? We'll put in just about bearable. I feel like I could see it, but it's definitely not better than the OG Hardcore title, which looks great. Next up, we got the Lay Cool Women's Championship, where the title was split in half.
I can't.
Oh Lord.
I mean, it's a cool idea, but I gotta say, get in the bin. It's just not appealing.
Yeah, I'm getting. I mean, I can't even. Yeah, get in the bin. I can't even say nothing about them.
What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put the Lay Cool Women's Championship?
Boy got split in half.
I'll put it in the get in the bin.
Yeah.
Nice. Good pick there. Next up, we got the Attitude Era Championship, aka the Big Eagle belt. This belt, this is the best. I mean, again, it's like one of those examples of the Winged Eagle title where it looks like you look like a champion. It doesn't make you look like a complete utter fool. It looks if you hold the title, it made you look like you were a world champion. It's the look of it with the big eagle. It just looks great. It's the best.
Yeah, it's the best. It one of the best WWE championship we ever got. So it's the best. It's a title that I will hold rest of my life. It looks good.
Agreed. What say you, Nicholas? Where would you put
one of the best belts?
Yeah, it is. It is a very good looking title.
Because that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Absolutely, Stone Cold, greatest of all time. Six-time WWE champion. For everybody who does not know in the chat, he is a 6-time WWE champion. You may be wondering how I know this. It's because I do not have a life.
Austin.
Yeah.
You should look up when he ran over the Rock's car. That was awesome.
Oh man. So he was in the pickup truck, and then, or no, was it a monster truck? Dude, he was in the monster truck, and then he ran over the car. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then at the end of the night, like he hits The Rock with a shovel. He gets the title back, and then Shane McMahon hits him in the back with the shovel, and then he goes in the grave. And that was part of the buildup of the Backlash match, and then like the no holds barred. Oh, that was good. Good stuff. And that was during a time when The Rock stole the Smoking Skull belt. Ooh, great. Just awesome stuff back then. I miss stuff like that. Next up is the yellow strapped Intercontinental title that Ultimate Warrior had. I mean, here's the thing. I like the look of it, but it feels like something. It only worked with Ultimate Warrior. I think if someone else held it, it wouldn't have looked as good. I gotta say, lovely, 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 though, because it is a very good looking title, very iconic. Lovely, it was actually part of the WrestleMania 6 main event.
Because nobody knows it. Face Hulk Hogan and win a take-on match for the WWE Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, and for Ultimate Warrior.
Remember, the Ultimate Warrior won against the Honky Tonk Man.
That is true, and I believe it was like in under a minute the way he won it, and then Ultimate Warrior then won the title. Well, he lost to Rick Rude at WrestleMania 5, and then he won it back from him that SummerSlam. Man, that was like in a very
Rick Rude was part of DX.
That is true. He was part of DX. And then after Montreal, he was like, nope, I'm going back to WCW. And I don't even remember what he did in WCW. I don't even think he did anything as a manager.
All that women went back in WCW when he joined the NWO. That hit.
Yeah, that's all I remember too.
Well, recipe though.
Next up, we got the Undisputed Championship.
Yeah.
This is the best. I mean, no question about it. This title made you look like a champion.
Mm-hmm.
The size of it, just the look. Nothing was wrong with this title at all.
Yeah, this title is one of the best. And man, that title looked good on Brock Lesnar, who else? Even Hulk Hogan, Triple H, and definitely Eddie Guerrero and JBL and
The Undertaker.
Yeah. And Counter John
The Rock.
And The Rock.
And Kurt Angle.
And Kurt Angle and Counter John Cena.
Big Show as well.
And the Big Show.
Yeah, it's got to go in the best. I mean, there's no arguments here. Now we got the spinner WWE Championship. This is the one version that spins.
Yeah.
John Cena style.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about the spinning stuff. It does not make you look like a champion. It makes it looks like a toy.
Yep.
It doesn't make it. It only looked good on John Cena. Like the spinner one, it looked good only on John Cena. Everybody else it kind of looked bad.
I'm going to say this. I think the Venom belt is the most underrated WWE title in WWE history. I know. Yes, it's been, but the title do look good on some people and look good on Randy Orton and CM Punk. Where that on the problem with the title, can you see the Undertaker winning the title? Like for real, can you see the Undertaker winning that title?
Well, also keep in mind there is like another version of this belt that does not spin. This one is the one that actually spins.
Oh, this the one that fan?
Yeah.
John Cena style.
I will talk about the other one that fan. But the fan belt, it alright.
I don't know, because again, it replaced the undisputed title and it spins.
Yeah.
That I gotta say it's just about bearable. It's not like the worst looking title, but it's.
But they would put the undisputed championship though.
Yeah, that. What say you, Nicholas? Yeah, I agree with you. This belt looks. Ugh. And then next up, we got the Raw Universal Championship, aka the red one.
Get in the
band. I'll say this about the Raw Universal title. It did grow on me. I would say when I first saw it, I was like, what is this? This is the worst looking thing I've ever seen. But then now that it's like 2020, I kind of like, all right, I've grown used to it. It's not the worst looking title I've ever seen. There's worse. Let's be fair. There is worse, but
the AEW Women's Championship.
Yep. And actually, I'm gonna say something controversial that not a lot of people are gonna like. I think AEW is overrated.
Yeah.
Not in a sense that it's bad, but more in a sense of it's not very.
You know what? I kind of agree with you.
Because they put all these expectations on it, and it's like I'm not impressed.
Austin.
Yeah.
You should go on Jim Cornette's podcast. Holy smokes. He trashes AEW all the time.
Oh, I know. Jim Cornette is the funniest guy ever. I love hearing his Vince Russo rants.
Ask it to Sean.
That's so good. Love. Oh, I think Deshaun's muted right now. Man, that was Jim Cornette. Some good stuff. I love Jim Cornette.
Man, I can't stand Tony Khan, man.
Oh God, Tony Khan. What has Tony Khan done?
Nothing, man. All he just counts his money. That's the problem.
Exactly. Well, but again, AEW makes him a ton of money, so it's like, I mean, in that situation, I mean, I would.
One thing that they do, they have the freedom of speech, but WWE is telling their wrestlers to delete their Twitch.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's dumb. That sucks. Like, you can't have a lot of them just want to do Twitch. Like, why don't you just let them do that?
Exactly.
Like, I'll give AEW this. They don't care. They're just like, you want to wrestle wherever you want to wrestle? Go ahead. We don't care. But then as soon as WWE's like, no, you want to stream on Twitch? Nope. Got to get rid of that. And if you have YouTube, never mind. You got to get rid of that too. Unless WWE's like, okay, you can do a YouTube channel. Nope, you can't do that.
They're just like dictators, man.
Exactly. It's also like, well, you know what? I'm going to say this. You know what's sad? TNA Impact Wrestling right now is better than WWE.
True.
And I would even say Impact is even better than AEW.
Oh, who remembers Sting on the TNA?
Oh man, they basically made Sting Triple H over there. Like he barely lost. That was some interesting stuff. Dude, Kurt Angle was probably at his best in TNA.
Oh yeah. Who remembers the Joker thing?
Ooh, Joker Sting was good. I don't think like he was good, but I didn't find him to be that good.
You also don't forget the worst match ever. Wait, I'm sorry. This should be a good match, but due to people drunk, Jeff Hardy put his thing.
Victory Road 2011. That was
That was the poker gamble.
That-
That was
that
yeah. That's man.
had
When the Sting did the Joker's face, I was like, oh my god, I want the old Sting back, not this. Damn it, this is freaky.
Yeah, I prefer just the older Sting. I didn't like the Joker Sting was good, but I felt it worked for that storyline. Everything else after that just didn't work. OG Sting is where it's at.
Yep.
Man, God, TNA was like so good back in the day, and then they fucking ruined it. Like, of course they did. It's TNA.
You know who ruined it?
Why they change the name to Impact? I never understand it.
Deshaun.
Huh?
You know who ruined TNA? It was Hogan and Eric Bischoff.
Well, Hogan won everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they changed to Impact.
What do you think, Austin?
I would say it's a combination of Hogan and Bischoff, and then it was like a combination of just Dixie Carter and Vince Russo and a bunch of other shit too. But I would say Hogan was because again, there was like a Monday Night War in like 2010 or whatever when TNA moved in Monday nights and WWE killed them. That was a bad decision on their part. And it also doesn't help that they keep changing networks. So you know what, because we've gone 2 hours, I figured that we should do at least a couple bracket fights before we end this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we spent a majority of this time talking about doing the tier list, and then we were talking about other stuff in between. So let's look up some stuff. We got, you know what, we're gonna go with the best in the world. I think this one, I believe. You know what? We're gonna reset. All right, here we go. This one's gonna, I think this one's gonna be this one's gonna cause some arguments in the chat, or this might cause some arguments here. It's just gonna be fun. It's just gonna be an interesting stream here. So first up, we got AJ Styles versus Curtis Axel. I mean, this is an easy one. AJ Styles is far better than Curtis Axel.
AJ Styles, easy.
AJ Styles.
Remember,
he was in the TNA.
Yes, he was the best part of TNA. And, he was also in Japan as well. He had that match with Shinsuke Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom 10. And he also had those great matches with Okada.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. Next up, we got Baron Corbin versus Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Shelton. Come on, Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin's awesome.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Ooh. The Fiend versus Finn Balor.
The Fiend.
God, you know what? I got to say Finn Balor. I like Finn Balor more than the Fiend because Finn Balor just, I don't know what it is about him, but Finn Balor just has that awesome smile. He has that good physique. Nothing wrong with him at all.
Yeah, I'll go with Finn Balor.
I like the Fiend, but man, Finn Balor is the extraordinary man who does extraordinary things. Demon King, the Prince, 2-time NXT champion. All I have to say is praise for Finn Balor. He is one of the greatest wrestlers right now.
He was He was with the Bullet Club.
He is actually that is true. He was actually the founder of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
That was some good stuff back in Japan with the Bullet Club. Next up, we got Killian Dane versus Akira Tozawa.
You know what? I go with Kieran Dane because until this album, he great, but his stuff, that's with that ninja stuff. Oh, good God Almighty! Yeah, Kieran Dane. Him and Jake Madden doing they doing better in NXT right now. Kieran Dane.
I might have to say Killian Dane as well. I just don't think Akira Tozawa. Like, Akira Tozawa is great, but the ninja stuff isn't awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, WWE. You brought the ninja.
So, what say you, Nicholas? Akira Tozawa or Killian Dane?
Akira Tozawa.
Oh, you're going Tozawa. Okay, so we got 2 votes. So I think Killian Dane wins overall, but okay. So one of the Authors of Pain versus one Victor of the Ascension. Well, this one's difficult because I don't care for any of these two.
The AOP, man.
I think that's Razor Akam. I think that's Razor. Is it Razor?
Yeah.
I'll go with Razor because he's actually did something on the main roster, unlike the Ascension.
Yeah, I'll go with Razor too. I need a one attack in champion main roster.
Although the Ascension are the longest reigning tag team champions, well, I guess not anymore because of Undisputed Era. So, yep, it's Razor. Kurt Hawkins versus Grand Metalik. Another one. Nicholas said, Kurt Hawkins for Nicholas. I might have to say Kurt Hawkins as well.
You know what? Yeah, I'll go with Kurt Hawkins.
Remember, he was with Edge.
Part of the Edge had with Zack Ryder and Edge.
And Chavo Guerrero, Vicky Guerrero.
La Familia was great. Loved WWE back then. Randy Orton versus Mojo Rawley. Come on, this is an easy win.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton
he won the WWE. He won the World Heavyweight title back in 2004. But the Evolution turned on him.
Yeah, I know. That was some crazy stuff. He was actually the youngest reigning world champion back then.
Oh no, not this guy.
Oh god, we got Jinder Mahal and Otis. Now, I don't like any of these two, so whoever really advances are gonna lose.
Oh, look at that. We got 2. It could be the best match in WWE history. Otis for the Jinder Mahal.
Oh, it's a 5-star match. 10 stars.
You know what? I'm going Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Oh man, we're all hating on Otis today. You know what? I agree with you, Jinder Mahal. Dude, I don't like Otis at all. Oh, so the first half is done. So AJ Styles, Shelton Benjamin.
Oh shoot! Man, I love AJ Styles and Shelton Benjamin.
I gotta go with AJ Styles here. I think AJ Styles. He's just so good.
You know what? AJ Styles might won this, but I'm just gonna pick Shelton Benjamin. You know, get them Shelton Benjamin some love.
Because AJ Styles would win 2-1, but Shelton Benjamin, dude, he's great, but AJ Styles is just on another level.
Oh yeah.
Finn Balor versus Killian Dane.
Finn
Balor.
Yeah, Finn Balor. There's no contest. Razor versus Kurt Hawkins. Another 5-star classic.
Kurt Hawkins.
God, I might have to go with Kurt Hawkins as well. I mean,
Kurt Hawkins.
yeah. Although I think Kurt Hawkins is going to lose in the next round. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton wins.
They did fight.
That is true. And it was the worst few. Oh, no. No, you can't make me choose this. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Oh, no.
You can't do this to me, game. Come on. They're both good. They're both really good.
AJ Styles.
God, I'm going to pick AJ Styles, but I don't want Finn Balor to lose, though.
I pick Finn Balor. Sorry, AJ. I gotta pick. I'm gonna pick Finn Balor.
Man, but AJ still advances though. Finn made it all the way to the semifinals. Nothing to be ashamed about, Finn.
Yeah,
You did good.
You did good, Finn. You did good.
Randy Orton versus Kurt Hawkins.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. That one was easy. Dude, Randy Orton had it easy. He basically had to Randy, you had it easy there. AJ had like toughest opponents. Randy just got like handed it. And now we get to the finals of the first half. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
Uh-oh.
Randy Orton.
I like them both, but AJ, man, he's had a lot of great matches, but Randy Orton is also great too.
I'll pick Randy Orton.
Remember, Randy Orton did have the fun with Undertaker.
Oh, that is true, and he also fought Cactus Jack in that Falls Count Anywhere match. And all right, so it looks as if the majority votes Randy Orton anyway. So Randy, you win, even though it was a very easy win for you. Now we get to the second half of the bracket. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley.
Lashley.
I love Bobby Lashley, but I gotta go with Aleister Black.
See, Bobby Lashley's part of the Hurt Business now, and Aleister Black is doing nothing, really. Yeah. God, I don't know. This is like very difficult too, because on the one hand, you could go with any of them.
Mm-hmm. I love Bobby Nash. I think he's doing great with the Hurt Business, but I gotta pay Aleister Black.
Oh. What say you, Nicholas?
Lashley.
Oh no! Now it's gonna come down to me. It's gonna come down to it's either gonna be Black or Lashley. Oh man! So I gotta look. So Aleister Black had a great NXT run. Did some great stuff there. Bobby Lashley, is with the Hurt Business. Aleister Black is now a heel and basically doing nothing. Oh God, this is tough because I don't know. Is Aleister Black really better than? Oh God, I'm gonna say Aleister Black. I love Bobby. Like Bobby, I like you, but Aleister Black. Yeah. Ooh, Brian Kendrick versus Drew Gulak.
Another 5-star match.
This match would actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick.
5-star match.
Oh man,
he likes to be called the Brian Kendrick.
He is because that's his name, the Brian Kendrick. He has the cool flag.
I'll go with Brian Kendrick.
Ooh, all right. So Brian Kendrick already advances. Now Jeff Hardy versus Sin Cara.
Jeff Hardy.
Hardy.
This is easy. Jeff Hardy. Like against Sin Cara. Come on. Kevin Owens versus Shane Thorne.
Kevin Owens.
Come on, Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'm going with Kevin Owens as well.
He improved in NXT, and they did it better here. And he carried the Raw and SmackDown on his shoulders.
What the?
He did. Next up, we got Jack Gallagher versus Akam. Who?
Jack
The
Gallagher.
AOP.
See, now I'm in a tough situation because, like, on the one hand, I could go with both. Either way, they're one of these two are going to lose. So I don't think it really matters here. I got to go with Jack Gallagher. I don't. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
What?
This one's
It's done.
difficult.
It's done. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I think the tribal chief stuff is just Brock Lesnar beat.
Yeah, we're going.
Rowan versus Connor.
5-star match right here.
Oh, obviously 5-star match. Greatest match of all time. Connor versus Rowan.
Rowan.
Yeah, I got to go with Rowan as well.
Yeah,
I mean, Wyatt family stuff, then the stuff with Daniel Bryan, great stuff. One of the Usos.
AEW.
Jake. Oh no, not Jake. Jimmy Uso.
One of the Usos, Lars Sullivan.
Oh God. Oh. Don't remind me of Lars Sullivan.
Greatest wrestler of all time. Oh God, who do I really want to win here? Because again, one of those things where at the end of it, I don't think any of these guys are going to the finals. So I feel like it's more a matter of preference. So I'll let Nicholas go first. Who do you think's going? Who do you think's gonna advance here?
Jimmy.
Deshaun.
Jimmy.
Oh man, sorry, Lars. I tried to vouch for you, but just wasn't meant to be. Aleister Black versus Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick.
I'd say Aleister Black. I like when he came out. I used to like him when he came out from the coffin when he has all the fire.
Yeah,
that was cool. I got to go with Aleister Black as well. Aleister Black is going to go. I think it's just not really a contest between him and Brian Kendrick, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I thought that Bobby Lashley one was a lot harder. Oh no, Jeff Hardy versus Kevin Owens.
Hardy.
God, I like them both. That's the thing. I really do like them both. You got Jeff Hardy, who's like high flyer, and then you just got Kevin Owens, who's just awesome. Mike, wrestling wise.
I gotta go with Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy had some great moments. TLC on the TLC match. He won the WWE Championship at Armageddon. I gotta go with Jeff Hardy.
All right, majority of vote wins. I'm sorry, Kevin, that it had to end this way. You're still great, Kevin. I love you. You're still my number 2, but Jeff Hardy won the overall vote. Roman Reigns versus Jack Gallagher. See, this is one of those situations where we already knew this was going to happen.
Roman.
This is a merciful death, Jack. And now you got Rowan versus Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Jimmy. Sorry, Rowan.
Yeah.
Aleister Black versus Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah, it's Jeff. I'm sorry, Aleister. He made it very far, though. We can at least give him that. And Roman Reigns versus Jimmy.
This is a tough one. Because they're both a real life cousin.
I'm sorry, Jay. Your brother one of the greatest tag team of all time. But I gotta go with the Tribal Chief.
Tribal Chief.
Yeah, Roman. we all have to pay respects to the Tribal Chief.
Roman.
And now the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh, good guy, man.
Now, on the one hand, you got Jeff Hardy, the high flyer with the TLC matches, great moments, title wins, but then you got the Tribal Chief.
You got the high flyer one. You got the one who put the damn food on the table.
And then you got the Tribal Chief.
It's the Tribal Chief. I put the food on the table.
God, I don't know, because this one's also hard because this could go either way.
Remember, the Jeff Hardy won the he won the. He lost. Did he win the Intercontinental Champion?
You know what? I could pick Will Wayne. If Will Wayne don't win this, how he gonna feed his kids and your whole family?
That is true. He is the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Puts the food on his family's table because he's the tribal chief. Yeah, the tribal chief wins. He's got to win. He's the tribal chief. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. Now, on the one side, you got the 14-time world champion Randy Orton, great third-generation superstar, one of the greatest of all time, and then you got the tribal chief.
You got the fight for Randy Orton, and you got the guy who put the food on the table and feed his whole
Not just
family.
the Viper, the Legend Killer.
Legend Killer, the man who punts everybody in the head, and then you got the tribal chief.
You put the food on the table.
See, now this is hard because now it's like, again, you got two people who you can now consider the greatest of all time. Because if I was saying this 5 years ago, I would probably say Randy Orton. But now it's 2020. I never thought I would say that. I would strongly consider the tribal chief to be one of the greatest of all time. But it's the tribal chief. But no, my vote's not in yet. I got to really consider this because I like them both. But
do I want the guy who punked me, or I want the guy who feed the food on the table? I don't know what one.
because we all got to praise the tribal chief.
Yes. Who put the food on the table? Be all y'all. Be all y'all.
Roman Reigns or Randy Orton? I'm gonna start with Nicholas. Who do you think wins?
Roman Reigns.
Deshaun.
Ooh, you know what? I'm sorry, Tribal Chief. I know you put the food on the table, but I gotta go with Randy Orton.
Oh no. See now I have to try and all right, I'm gonna leave it to the chat. Whoever's in the chat, Shifty, if you're still here, who would win? Randy Orton or the tribal chief? Please, we gotta know. This is like the one question I want to know. Who's gonna win? The legend killer or the tribal chief? Because I like them both equally. Because on the one hand, you got Randy Orton, the other hand, you got the tribal chief. But I'm going to say this, if the tribal chief doesn't win, the tribal chief will not be able to put the food on the table. Oh, God. Oh, no, you can't make me choose. This is hard. Shifty, please, if you're there, please choose. I need somebody to choose. Tribal chief or the Viper? Oh,
You
God.
guys there in the chat.
Tribal chief, Randy Orton. Tribal chief, Randy Orton. Tribal chief, Randy Orton. Tribal chief, who puts the food on the table. And then you got Randy Orton. Oh, God, this is hard. No, this is difficult, guys. Oh, man. Again, if you told me this 5 years ago, I'd say Randy Orton, but it's the tribal chief. He puts the food on the table. Oh gosh. God, this is. Now we're at a tie. Either way, it could go either way. Is there like a way to just not answer this? Like just leave that open blank and just have these two on the side? God, I really wish that was a compromise. I can't choose. This is the tribal chief, Randy Orton. Randy Orton, tribal chief. Tribal chief. God, I really because Randy, but Randy's like one of my is in my top 10, like my top 5, and you got Roman Reigns, who's now in my top. I would say, oh God, Roman's in there too. Oh man, I love me the Roman Reigns. Tribal chief. I'm sorry, Randy. I love you, but I gotta go with the tribal chief. If the tribal chief doesn't win, he can't feed. He can't with the
Hold
food
on,
on the table.
Wayne.
Yeah,
I was about to get somebody to pick for you, but I always pick Wayne. So
I mean Roman Reigns. The Roman's got to feed. He's got to feed the table. He puts the food on the table. Great stuff. You know what? Let's do. You know what? I think I'm gonna do one more because I do gotta get some. I do gotta get to bed. So I figured we could do like one more. I apologize, everybody. This was because I know I'm definitely doing another wrestling stream because this was fun.
Oh yeah, they were fun right here.
I know when Survivor Series comes around, I'm definitely doing a Survivor Series review.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Sean, I would love to have you on that because it's very nice talking with somebody who knows wrestling kind of like I do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would love to join. I would love to join, man.
Yeah, it's fun, man. And then Shifty in the chat, we would get some stuff. We would get some stuff done, man. It would be some good stuff.
Yeah.
So I figured we could end this with top best WWE Dream matches. Ooh, and we're starting off hot here. We got for our first matchup, we got Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, or Brock Lesnar and Edge.
All right. I'm going with Stone Cold and Brock Lesnar because I would love to see Edge versus Brock Lesnar, but we always got that match. So I gotta go with Stone Cold and Brock Lesnar.
I gotta agree with you. Austin and Lesnar would be a very just awesome match to see. I don't know if it would necessarily be a great match to like now, but I would definitely say that would be a great match. Just the feel of it would be awesome.
Yeah.
So Austin and Lesnar goes on. Next up, we got Edge versus Seth Rollins or Edge versus AJ Styles.
Ooh. You know what? I would love to see Edge plus AJ Styles. I would love to see Edge plus Seth Rollins too, but Edge plus AJ Styles look like a big money match.
I agree with that. Nicholas, AJ Styles versus Edge or Edge versus Seth Rollins?
Edge versus AJ Styles.
I agree with that. That's a big money match. That match would be awesome. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Triple H versus Finn Balor or Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart.
I would love to see Finn Balor versus Triple H, but Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle, big money match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have gone with that.
Yeah, Bret Hart Angle would be a 5-star match in all in itself. Ooh, this one's interesting. Goldberg versus Stone Cold or Stone Cold versus Hulk Hogan?
Goldberg versus Stone Cold.
Yeah, I gotta go with Stone Cold versus Goldberg. If I see Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan, that match might be. I like
that never happened,
but it's not gonna be that good. So I'll go do Goldberg for the Stone Cold.
Now, if I can maybe defend Austin Hogan, like maybe the match wouldn't be that great, but just imagine the crowd.
Oh yeah, the crowd. The match might be great, but the crowd will make it great.
Yeah, because like it's an example of like because you know how because if you watch Hogan and I'm going to use this example, if Hogan and Rock was watched on mute, the match is terrible.
Oh yeah.
But the crowd made that match one of the best matches of all time. And even then, I didn't think the match was terrible. But
the thing they go with John Cena and CM Punk at the Money in the Bank. Yeah, the match was not that great, but the crowd made it great.
But here's the thing with Punk versus Cena, I'm gonna say now, even with the crowd, I thought the match was overrated.
Mm.
I don't think the match was that good that people made it out to be. Whereas with Rock and Hogan, it was not overrated. I think that match is exactly what I would have pictured. But all right, the overall vote is Goldberg Austin. Next up, we got Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar, or Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
I would never see Keith Lee push the Brock Lesnar, but Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar bit money match.
That'll be good, man. I agree with the Sean with that one. Because everybody really wants to see that match.
All right, I guess the majority vote wins. Although Keith Lee and Brock would probably be really good.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar just feels right.
Yeah, but remember Keith. Look at what happened to Keith Lee. He's not too happy right now.
Well, yeah, because he's on the main roster, and no one wants to be on the main roster. They changed his theme, for God's sake.
Oh God.
That was why would they do that, WWE? Why would you do that? That was like one of the best theme songs too.
Yeah.
Now we are at Goldberg versus Roman Reigns, or AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
I'm sorry, bro. I do not. When they announced Roman Goldberg, I didn't want to see that match. AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels, bit money match.
Yeah, the AJ Styles versus because you got the two high flyers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ HBK. That's just. Although I apologize to the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Again, I know you got to put the food on the table, but next up we got Shawn Michaels versus The Rock, or Brock Lesnar versus The Rock.
Okay. We always seen Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. I'm going with Shawn Michaels The Rock because that never happened.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. I just think that match is already money right there. You got two of the best of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Ooh, all right. So now we got next Stone Cold Lesnar, or AJ Styles versus Edge.
I saw it Stone Cold and Brock Lesnar, but Edge and AJ Styles, another big money match.
This is hard because on the one hand, you got Brock Lesnar, Austin, and just the electricity in that arena would be great. But then you got AJ Styles versus Edge, which I think that match would be really good, especially since we know Edge can still have a very good match, just like he showed at Backlash. And against AJ Styles, who's proven they can have a 5-star match. Ooh, this is tough. What say you, Nicholas? Which one would you rather see?
Edge and AJ Styles.
Yeah, even Shifty's like Edge versus AJ Styles. So I will agree with that. Ooh, okay. So now we got Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle, or Goldberg versus Steve Austin. These are two different matches. Oh, like you got the technical wrestling one, and you got Austin Goldberg. Oh, because Angle and Bret Hart's going to be would be a technical masterpiece.
It's going to be like the masterpiece of the Iron Man match.
Oh yeah,
Having
Bret.
Oh, go ahead.
Having Bret Hart and Kurt Angle in like a 60-minute Iron Man match, like in a submission Iron Man match. Ooh, good stuff.
Oh, Kurt Angle and Bret Hart. That could be a contender bad match ever.
Even Shifty's like Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I got to go with Bret Angle too. That to me is that would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
You remember? Who remembers when the Montreal Screw Up job 1997?
Oh no.
Oh, I do. It was basically the thing that turned the Monday Night War around because WCW didn't know how to handle Bret Hart, and WWE was like, you know what, we're gonna be an edgier product. And guess what happened? The Stone Cold era happened, and the rest is history. All because Bret Hart didn't want to drop the title to Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels was a prick. Next, we got Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, or AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels. Sorry, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. I know you were a big money match.
Shawn
Michaels, great. That would be a great match.
AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. That's just great match. Ooh, Shawn Michaels versus The Rock, or the Tribal Chief versus The Rock.
Oh,
The Tribal Chief versus The Rock.
I would love to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock, but I gotta go with Shawn Michaels and The Rock.
Because you gotta think though, if Roman Reigns fights The Rock, then he's gonna be able to put food on the table.
Yeah.
Because Roman Reigns does this because, you know what? I want to say this. The Tribal Chief is the biggest baby face of all time. You want to know why? He gives his family members the spotlight, and he also puts food on the table. He's my hero, everyone. The Tribal Chief. Oh, God. I don't know, because both matches would be really, really good. Yeah. God, I really don't want to disrespect the Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief, I'm sorry. I'm not doing this on purpose. I got to go with Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. Yeah. Just this match alone is bigger than the Tribal. No, I'm not saying the Tribal Chief isn't bigger. Oh, wait, hang on. I had front row seats to Raw 2 weeks after the screw job. The first time WWF ever did TV in my town. First show they did there in over a decade, and I sold them when they screwed Bret. You know what? That probably would have been my reaction too.
Yeah, you know what Vince McMahon said?
What?
He said Bret screwed Bret.
Well, in a technical standpoint, he did, because Bret didn't want to drop the title to Shawn Michaels, so he went, nope, I'm going to take it right back.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Shifty said Reigns versus The Rock. Oh, gosh. Oh. I really want, you know what? I really, You know what? I might have to switch. I'm going to switch my vote. I'm sorry, Shawn and Rock, but it's the Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
We got to put money up. He's got to put stuff on the table. Oh, no. This is.
Oh, no.
Edge versus AJ Styles, or Bret Hart versus Angle. So if we choose one or the other match will never happen.
Oh.
Is there like another option where I can just choose both? You got a you got a really good. You have a possible 5-star match in Styles and Edge, and then you have another possible 5-star match in Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle. God, do I really have to choose this? All right, just Shawn, you go first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edge, AJ Styles. You would be a perfect match, another 5-star match, maybe one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. But Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, I picked Bret Hart, Kurt Angle.
Nicholas, what are you gonna go with?
Kurt Angle and Bret Hart.
Even Shifty saying Bret Hart versus Angle. I'm gonna agree with them. Man. Ooh, the Tribal Chief versus The Rock, or AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh, AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels. Sorry, Tribal Chief. Shawn. But Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles would be a 5-star match.
Yep. Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm sorry, Tribal Chief. I promise you, I'm gonna find a way for you to put money on the. I'm gonna promise you to put food on the table. I promise. But AJ, Sean, and
Oh,
now Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle or AJ Styles versus HBK.
We got the two best technicians, and plus the two high flyer.
Oh no, Sean versus AJ or Bret versus Angle. God, no. Oh
And Chris
no.
Benoit is one of the best technicians too.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
to pretend he doesn't exist.
yeah. I don't want to hear that name again.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
it's just that Chris Benoit puts a sour taste in my mouth. That's all.
Yeah, me too.
I get.
He give me
Why?
nightmares. Every time I think about Chris Benoit, he give me nightmares.
Who remembers China?
Oh, I remember China. She was great.
Yeah, the first woman to ever win the Intercontinental.
And look at what Triple H did to her.
Ooh,
Mhm.
That is true. That was scummy what he did. And she was added in. What was she in the hall? Did she get added into the Hall of Fame?
Mm-mm.
Yes, with the DX, but she got into the Hall of Fame by herself.
Yeah, with DX, but not in the singles match. Not with solo.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Man, she need to be in the Hall of Fame. And I understand why she not. To be honest, I understand why. But she do need to be in the Hall of Fame.
So, man, all right. So we're gonna go around. Nicholas, which one would you ask? Bret Hart versus Angle or HBK versus AJ Styles?
I had to go for the high flying adventures.
Oh, okay. Styles versus HBK. Deshaun,
Mhm.
which one are you gonna go with?
Sorry, AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, you would be a fantastic match, but I gotta go with Bret Hart claim.
And Shifty himself is saying Bret and Angle, and
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta agree with him on this one. Just Bret and that would be
What the freak?
Sting versus Undertaker or the Fiend versus the Tribal Chief.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Tribal Chief, and don't hurt me. I know I could find a way to feed the food for the family, but
Sting versus the Undertaker.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Sting and Undertaker. That's not even
like
that's not even.
Austin.
Yeah,
That's what everybody wanted to see.
I wish we
before
got that
WrestleMania.
at WrestleMania 31, and then of course it didn't happen.
that's
Yeah.
me one.
Yeah, because
Well,
remember
oh,
when Sting fought Triple H? That should have been Undertaker.
yeah, that should be nice. Yeah. Jeff
Uh,
Hardy, AJ. Well, we kind of got that match.
But then we also got Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole, and we already got that as well.
Oh yeah. Well, AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, I guess.
Yeah, I just, again, to a technical standpoint, Cole and Rollins already happened. And yeah, you could say Jeff Hardy and AJ happened too, but I feel like, again, when you look, like, it's on Raw here, but it's WrestleMania here, and it feels more grander if it's at WrestleMania. I'm going to say AJ, Jeff. To me, as much as I think Rollins and Adam Cole would be a fantastic match, which it would be, it's just AJ and Hardy. It already happened, and I would like to see AJ Hardy. What say you, Nicholas? Would you rather AJ and Hardy, or would you rather Rollins, Adam Cole?
AJ and Hardy.
Next up we got Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus the Usos, or Edge and Christian versus Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne.
Technically, we always seen Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to the Usos. To be honest.
Yeah, we technically did, but it's Edge and Christian versus Riddle and Pete Dunne.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
that'd be a five. That'd be one of the greatest tag team matches of all time.
Yeah, I'm going with Edge and Christian versus Pete Dunne and the Broserweights. That's what they call themselves.
Yeah,
ENC versus the Broserweights. I'm gonna choose that one.
it'd be a TLC match for the tag team champion. Ooh,
Be some good stuff. I think we're all choosing this one.
yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, we got the 4 members of so we got Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, and Finn Balor, the Club versus the Undisputed Era, or just AJ Styles versus Adam Cole.
Oh, I would love to see the Club push the Undisputed Era, but AJ Styles push out of Cole. 5-star match.
But I don't know, because it's like the Bullet Club versus Undisputed Era, 2 of the best stables of all time. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, the original member, the 2 leaders, and you got Anderson and Gallows, and you got Cole, O'Reilly, Fish, Strong.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna say the Club and Undisputed Era, but the only why I'm saying that because if they had the Club and Undisputed Era inside Hell in a Cell match, great.
Not even Hell in a Cell. Like, just imagine War Games.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How about War Games?
Oh man. What say you, Nicholas?
The Bullet Club.
Bullet Club. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one as well. I mean, as much as I want to see AJ Styles versus Adam Cole, just Bullet Club versus Undisputed Era already makes me excited. Oh, that would be Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar, or Pete Dunne versus Matt Riddle.
Well, we already got the match, so Brock Lesnar versus Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I'm saying Riddle Lesnar.
Well, to be honest with you, Brock Lesnar doesn't want to be in that ring because it's not because he's scared, because he's tired of hearing Matt Riddle.
Well, that's true though.
But this is more about a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't like Matt Riddle either.
No one really does. I don't even think anybody likes him at this point. They changed his name to Riddle.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh man. I mean, the reason why I'm going to say I'm going to go with Lesnar Riddle just because that would be really cool to see. Let's have that be like a martial arts style match.
Yep.
And even Shifty's like Riddle Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one we're going to go with here. And we got Samoa Joe versus John Cena, or John Cena versus Hulk Hogan.
Well, we already got John Cena for the Samoa Joe, so John Cena put the Hulk Hogan. It won't be a good match, but it sure will be a dream match.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hogan Cena. Not because I don't want to see Joe versus Cena, but just to feel the crowd between Hogan and Cena. That would be explosive. I think just by that alone, I'm gonna go with Hogan versus Cena.
Hogan versus Cena.
We already have a match between John Cena and Samoa Joe.
That is true. All right, so now we got Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins, or Daniel Bryan versus Edge.
Ooh, Daniel Bryan versus Edge.
Daniel Bryan versus Edge.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan and Edge. That.
Oh well, they were easy.
Lesnar and Batista, or The Fiend versus Lesnar.
Let's put Batista. Always a big money match. If we always saw Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend, Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt.
The Animal versus the Beast.
Well, no, we did. We never seen Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt.
We never did.
That is true.
But I still pick Batista Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I think Lesnar Batista is going to be like that match would be good too.
Yeah.
What say you, Nicholas? Which one would you rather see?
Brock Lesnar versus Batista because many people up in there they're that generation, they want to see that match. And we never got it.
Yeah, and that would have been a great match to see too.
Yeah.
Sting versus Undertaker or AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy?
Sting puts Sting Undertaker.
Sting versus Undertaker.
Yeah, I'm going to Sting and Undertaker. That one was easy. Oh, now we're getting to the hard one. We got ENC and versus the Broserweights or the Bullet Club versus the Undisputed Era.
The Bullet Club.
I'm going with. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I'll go with the Bullet Club.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Just Bullet Club versus Undisputed Era. Already, I'm like, make this match happen, please. And that match would just be awesome, just across the board. So I'm gonna agree with you. Bullet Club and Undisputed Era. And now we got Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar, or Hulk Hogan versus John Cena.
Sorry, Brock Lesnar, Matt Riddle, but I'll go pick John Cena versus Hogan. Two Americans fighting for who is the best American.
Hogan versus John Cena.
Yeah, Hogan Cena. That one was easy. It's like, it's not that I don't want to see Lesnar Riddle, but it's just like, I think that's just a bigger match. And now we got Daniel Bryan and Edge or Batista versus Brock Lesnar.
Ooh. That was a tough one.
Both matches would be really good. Which one would I want to see more? Brock Lesnar, Batista, or Daniel Bryan and Edge?
Oh, Edge and Daniel Bryan were really good. And Batista used to be a part of the Evolution.
That is true. Now, you got the Battle of the Powerhouses, and then you got Daniel Bryan and Edge, who is more like the technician and more submission-style wrestling.
And if he shakes, when Batista gets in the ring.
I pick a Brock Lesnar Batista because Daniel Bryan and Edge already happened.
Did it already happen?
Yep.
When was this?
On Monday Night Raw in 2010, I think.
That is true, but that was before Daniel Bryan became Daniel Bryan, in a sense.
Yeah.
Lesnar, Batista, or Bryan Edge? Well, we'll start with Nicholas. Which one would you rather see?
Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan.
You mean Bryan versus Edge?
Yeah, Bryan versus Edge.
Deshaun.
What? Let's put the Batista.
I'm gonna go. Well, Shifty said Daniel Bryan versus Edge, and I'm gonna have to agree. I think Daniel Bryan versus Edge is gonna be a great match. I'm sorry, Lesnar Batista, but now we're at the hard one. Bullet Club, Undisputed Era, or Sting versus The Undertaker? Oh, man. Can I just not choose? Is there any way for this to happen? Oh, God. You got the Undisputed Era Bullet Club in a War Games style match. Or Undertaker Sting.
I'm sorry, Sting and The Undertaker, but I gotta go with the Bullet Club and the Undisputed Era. A Magic, War Game, or Hell in a Cell match.
That is true, but
I have to go for, but I agree with Deshaun with that one because you have two old guys in the mat in the ring.
That is true. But Sting and Undertaker though, like that's just like a big money match right there. But
Yeah.
But then again, you got the best 8 superstars of this generation. God, I might have to agree with you because again, as much as I want to see Sting versus Undertaker, just this match alone, that's a main event. That it's just a main event worthy match. And now we're at John Cena, Hulk Hogan versus Daniel Bryan and Edge. Ooh, Hogan, Cena, or Bryan, Edge.
Sorry, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, fighting for the United States American, but I gotta go with Daniel Bryan plus the Edge.
Bryan and Edge.
I don't, because again, Cena Hogan feels bigger, but Bryan Edge would be a really good match. Now this is hard because now I gotta choose which one goes because I know Bryan Edge already won, so. But oh man, yeah, and now we got Bullet Club and Undisputed Era versus Bryan Edge.
The Bullet Club.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Bullet Club because Undisputed Era.
I'm gonna have to go with that as well. As much as I want to see Bryan Edge, just again, 8. Oh man, all 8. Oh no.
Oh no.
Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle or the Bullet Club versus the Undisputed Era.
Bullet Club.
Oh. No, I don't know because Bret Hart Angle. Just if it was Angle and Bret Hart at their prime, oh god, that would have been a 5-star match.
Yeah.
But then Bullet Club, Undisputed Era, Bullet Club and Undisputed Era.
I gotta go with the Undisputed Era. Put the Bullet Club. I would never see Bret Hart cut Angle, but I gotta see the Bullet Club and the Undisputed Era.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Not because it's because Shifty's like Bret Angle. I really want to see that, but but no, gosh, this is hard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Undisputed Era versus Bullet Club.
Yeah.
That to me, that's just as much as I would have liked to see. I still want to see it though. That's a close second. But this match is that's just huge. So we've finally hit the 3 hour. We basically hit the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna end this because I do got to get some sleep.
Same here, bro.
Me too.
I'm gonna go around the panel, tell everybody where they can find you at, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right. You can find me at the Rob's Discord, or on Facebook, or on Twitter, or on the YouTube channel.
Very nice. Deshaun, where can they find you at?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, The Travel the Chief, Deshaun Wiggin. Also, you can find me on my Instagram, Twitter, and Wrasslin Discord server. Very
nice. I have a Twitter and Discord, so if you ever want to hit me up on my DMs on Twitter, just look me up at the Austinator17. Also, I got DMs at the Austinator on Discord, so again, you guys ever want to just message me there. Also, I have a YouTube channel that you guys are watching right now, the Austinator, where I'm at 81 subscribers. I am trying to reach my goal of 90 now, because we are basically almost there to 100. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so. We basically do streams like this where we talk wrestling. We also talk about horror films. We also talk about superhero stuff. We talk about everything on this channel. So if you guys ever want to go, if you ever want to like just listen in or whatever, talk about wrestling. Like I really like talking about wrestling, and tonight was very, very satisfying for me because this was fun. I think maybe for my next wrestling, I might just have like a stream exclusively for like a Saturday or something where I just talk wrestling for like an hour or two. That would be very nice. And then like maybe I could talk about, maybe for the next wrestling one, I'll probably talk about NXT and how the main roster buries them, and I praise NXT. I don't know. We'll do something like that. Yeah. So if you
also we could make a Survivor Series match prediction too.
Yes, we actually will do that when we get to that point. But again, when is Survivor Series anyway? Is it 2 weeks?
I gotta check. Hold on, I gotta check.
Oh, it's November 22nd.
Oh, November 22nd?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So far, it's Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, Asuka versus Sasha Banks, The New Day versus the Street Profits, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, the women's tag match, which is Nia Jax, or this Team Raw, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and Lana, versus Team SmackDown, which consists of Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, and 3 other members to be determined. And then the men's Survivor Series match with Team Raw, AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and someone that's not yet been told. And then we got Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and TBD. So far, this card is looking very good, and we are definitely going to have a discussion about that. And yes, please go subscribe to everybody here on the panel. Go subscribe to Nicholas. Go subscribe to Deshaun. Subscribe to everybody. But yeah, guys, this was a great stream. Next wrestling discussion will more than likely either be, because I know that Survivor Series isn't going to be next. It's not next week, but it's the following week afterwards. So we'll probably do like a predictions thing on the Saturday before, and then that Sunday we'll probably talk about it. Something like that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. This is the Austinator and Deshaun and Nicholas signing out.
Peace.
See you later.